Oh, what's up, people? It's been a while.
Right? It's like, Kenneth, you've been waiting for us?
That was 20 something minutes ago, almost 30 minutes ago.
Oh, he might have left by now. He might
Yeah,
have
I'm
been
sure.
uh, oh no, they took too long.
Right.
Let's see, sure. I'm trying to grab the link so I can drop it.
Oh, yeah, and your 20 million chats. You talked about me being in every chat you're in. Gee whiz. I'm like, oh, Mama J's posting.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, can you imagine if I posted my videos in there every day? Because I drop a video every day.
Yeah, when I'm in certain chats and they want to post their little things every day, I'm like, if we're subscribed to you and we have notifications on, we know when you drop a video.
I get it. People are trying to get the views. I get it, but
I do it every once in a while, but not like every single day.
Yeah, I'll do it every so often, but I don't do it all the time.
And then I hadn't posted in so long. I had videos backed up. So now I'm dropping like 3 videos a week.
Oh, see, there you go.
Just because I had so many backed up. And then, hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
And then we've been doing the battles and all that stuff. So that's been giving me more stuff to post.
Well, like I said, I have stuff. I just have to go through it, and I'm not going to do it right now because you're doing one. But yeah, since I still have both Freddy's.
Well, whenever he didn't pull it, then they were like, they asked you to do another one, and you were like, well, I don't have enough right now. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, Sassy, now it's your turn. So I was like, all right, but I asked you first. So
I know. It's just I didn't, I don't really have enough without going through them. So, and I need to take a little bit of a break. I just did 2 back to back.
Yeah. Well, I knew you wouldn't mind, but I always like to be courteous and ask because, we are friends.
Oh, yeah. But, I just said I can't, but like I said, I'll do it, because I don't collect Freddy's.
Yeah, well, but you've been buying a bunch of boxes lately, so you'll have enough.
Well, I have bought some boxes lately. I said, so besides what I do have, and I've weeded out my collection, and I didn't mind too much putting music pops and stuff, but I said, I cannot fill these boxes with anime.
No.
Okay, some people really like anime, but most people don't.
Yeah,
and
I don't like anime at all.
Can you imagine if you guys pulled out like 15 different $10 anime pops?
Mm-hmm.
I said I'd never sell another mystery box as long as I live.
Depending on who the show is, my son would probably like them.
Yeah,
but he doesn't watch a whole lot of anime, so it'd only have to be like Naruto or Boruto.
Boruto's one of them that we have a ton of that we're getting rid of. But my because Spectre's weeding out some of his collection.
Yeah,
I'm weeding out some of my collection. I'm going to tell you, I probably got maybe 100, 150 pops that I'm keeping.
Well, I've tried to weed as much as I could, and now I'm to the point where I don't know what else to pull. But my studio still isn't finished. I still have 3 more shelves supposed to go in, but I still don't have everything out on my shelves either because I have all like my pop rides, my Dorbs rides. They're all boxed because I really don't have anywhere to put them right now. So, but I have been kind of moving stuff around and getting through some stuff. So,
well, I got rid of some. I didn't get rid of everything. Like I sold the Sons of Anarchy set. I went ahead and let it go. Wow. I sold some of the Disney. I cut my I don't need 50 Eeyores, and I don't need 50 John Lennons, and I don't need 50 Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
So I went through and I cut like TLC. A lot of you got TLC pop.
Yes.
I cut TLC minus the chases. I kept the 3 chases. That was it. Yeah, I kept the 3 chases. That was it. Then I kept like the Britney Spears. I kept the chase only. I kept the John Lennons. I got rid of I don't know, 2 or 3 John Lennons. I got rid of 2 or 3 Jimi Hendrix. I said, it's just too many. I haven't bought the last 2 Aussies at all.
Wow.
One of them, I think, is like $4 on, or yesterday was $4 on Funko during their special.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I said, man, this is why I don't want to buy anything anymore. If you
Yeah.
just wait, get it
Oh,
for $5.
most of my stuff I buy off of Macari. Like all this, I'm not a huge Chase. There's a few Chase sodas here and there that I like, but I don't buy them retail anymore. I buy them on Macari. Once people open them and see they're common and they're chasing the chase. I can get sodas anywhere from $4 to $8. Why pay?
I sell a lot of my sodas on eBay for $5. Like I put them at like $5.99. They offer $5. I take it.
Yep.
So, you know, because it's already opened. It's common. You know.
Yep.
Unless it's a hard common to find, it's like a rare one.
Yeah.
That's a little different. But in general, yeah, I charge like $5 for the sodas just to get rid of them.
Yep.
You know.
Johnny said he's been trying to sell 300 pops. They're down to 200.
It's, you know, they're not as easy to sell as people think they are.
No, not like they used to be. I'm just missing the Aussie Funko Shop exclusive. People are asking too much down here for. Well, the Aussie Funko Shop exclusive was just on sale yesterday.
Yeah, that was I think one of them. But there were 2. There was a different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one where he's in the white and the blue, the recent one, I did not buy that one. And I think the other one, he's in yellowish orange or yellow or something, and I didn't buy that one either.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too many. I already have a bunch of Aussies.
Hey, Caitlin, I had done that with my DC. So I had 20 million Batmans, 20 million Jokers, 20 million Harleys. So I got rid of a whole bunch. I still have a lot of DC though. I just can't seem to part with. But so yeah, that's what I did. I'm like 1 or 2 at the most, or like the Eddie pop. I have the original Eddie, so why do we need all the other ones? I want the black light one to go with my Stranger Things black lights, but other than that, I'm like,
I have the black light Eddie from Entertainment Earth, the one that came out prior to the Target one.
Yeah.
I have that one. That is, I have 2 Eddie Funko Pops. That's it. I have the black light, and then I have a regular one. I have a bunch of little Eddies that I've collected.
Yeah.
But I'm not buying the new Eddie. I'm not buying it. I don't need all those Eddies.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like the movie moments, like the Queen movie or the Queen moment.
Oh yeah, they're too big.
It's not an album. It's a moment because they're different. I don't like those. I had the Kiss moment. I won it off box, and all I could think is, that thing's huge. It's heavy. It's going to cost a fortune for you to send it to me. And then it's going to cost a fortune for me to send it to somebody who wants it.
Right.
And that's why I ended up telling him, just give it to Pop and Sons. You guys are in the same state, you know.
Right.
So
what's up, Killaholic? Johnny said he's going to a couple of toy shows to sell the rest of them. They do really well. That's good.
Yeah, some toy show. When we did a pup meet and we sold with a name that I don't want to mention, but when we did a pop meet in their parking lot, we did really well.
Yeah. You can when it's a bunch of people, you know, sitting around doing stuff like that. Unfortunately, we don't have anything like that around here.
Well, they have the one too, Caitlin, where they're dressed up in the drag. That's a 4-pack. But the other one is that movie moment, and I don't like that.
How you been, Killa? What's up, CC?
Hey, I would say Collector's Conquest.
When we were at the flea market, right as we're moving in and setting up, the guy next to us was at the end and moved at the same time as me, and 90% of his booth was Funko.
Oh shit!
So I'm like, great. And then he kept trying to say, "Oh yeah, I have a lot. I have this and that." I'm like, my mama one day she's like, "Oh, she has way more than you do." He just like couldn't get it in his head that I actually had more than he did. But I went and looked one day, and like all his stuff was I don't know. He was at the end, so the sun would hit it and get all dusty, and it just wasn't neat. All mine, I kept in protectors. I kept them clean looking and stuff like that.
Listen, even my $5 Funkos that I'm not keeping, even the ones that have a ding in the corner that are already damaged, I put them in pop protectors while they're waiting to go to their new homes.
Yeah.
I have a system where if I put the pop in there facing up, it's a good pop. If I put the pop in the pop protector upside down, I know that it has damage, so that I'm going to want to discount it.
Oh, well, thanks for that tip.
Yeah, that's how I do it. So I know, you know.
But yeah, everything I have is all my pops are in protectors. All of
Oh
it.
yeah, all the ones I keep are in protectors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have one now that I had one. I got in a mystery box. I already had it, but the one I figured the one in the mystery box run was in better condition than the one I had. It was a little bit, but it's an old, like 2013. So I went ahead and switched them out, and I want to sell my extra one, but I don't know how to sell it because it does have damage, but it's got fairly high PPG. So I don't know.
You know
and I haven't got the video yet. So
what is the PPG on it?
195.
I'd ask 195 for it.
Even with the damage?
How bad is the damage?
Well, let me take it out of the protector and see.
Because you know what? Because you're gonna sell it on what, like eBay or Macari or something?
Yeah, on Macari. So it has a box tear up at the top. It has crease, like a box crease here, 2 little box creases there.
Well, then you know what you could do? You could put it in the thing and put it like 170, and then in your description, I always put discounted already. PPG.
Yeah, I do that too.
And I'll put the amount, and so they know that I've already discounted it.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, someone may come to you and say, "Hey, I'll give you 160." I mean, you got to be willing, whatever you're willing to take. But I always ask closer to what the PPG is, depending. If it's damaged, I will lower it a little, but I always leave a little bit of wiggle room. Now, if I'm asking $19.99 for a pop and you send me a request to get it for $5.50, then I'm going to send it back to you for $19.50.
Only the pricey ones are the personal grills and protectors in this house. Collector's Conquest says his are 40 plus in soft protectors and 80 plus in hard. No, all mine are in.
We went back and forth when we first started, and we decided out the gate they were all going in soft protectors.
Yeah, because you never know when they accidentally slip out of your hand, or
we have earthquakes.
They get knocked, or like Terrell built me this amazing soda shelf right where my door opens to my studio. The handle turns on you sometimes without you realizing. So when people come in and out, they close it and that handle turns and bangs the side of the thing and all the sodas fall. You sometimes don't. I've hit it before. I don't even realize it sometimes. So like it's a faulty thing. So now I like want to move my sodas and put them somewhere else because they keep getting knocked down, and so many times they'll end up pieces breaking off, or like I accidentally broke my Yummy Mummy soda. I had to reorder another one off of Macari just so I could have my Yummy Mummy because I had just the feet. Yes, you're right. A soda lunch. It's horrible. So I'm like trying to figure out now what I want to do with that shelf because I don't want it to go to waste. And my doorables, you can't even see them on the shelf because they're so little. So
maybe like stuffed animals or something, or big moments. Maybe like the bigger moments.
Yeah, he had said something about putting plexiglass in front, but then I won't be able to move them around if I want to. So I don't know. Oh, you don't display yours? Well, mine are all
I don't take my sodas, but I only have. I don't even know if I have half a dozen sodas. I have the 2 Wonder Woman. I have the 2 Kiss. I have Devo, Jimi Hendrix.
This is
I
just the display shelf. See, from top to bottom.
Yeah.
But then I also have sodas in front of my pops and stuff. You see them? See the little figures in the front of the pops? Let's see if I can pull my cord.
She said she don't have hers out of the can because the cans are prettier.
See how I have them in front of them?
Yeah, I think that's cool.
If I have the pop or the line of them, I try to match them up.
Yeah.
See, I have the Predator.
But then where are you keeping the cans? Oh, on the shelves over there?
No, they're in containers. Up in my loft, up above. They're up there.
Okay.
Up there.
Oh, okay.
I do have some on the shelves, but most of them are up in the containers. But no, if I'm collecting something, I want to display it so I can enjoy it.
I open things and display them too. But like I said, the sodas, I don't have that many of them. And I have the 3 Sanderson sisters that were customized by B-Cob.
Collector said, Conquest said, Sassy even thinned out her sodas during doing a mystery box run. I did, and I still have.
You know, see, I don't buy soda mystery box runs if they're already opened because I don't keep the soda.
Right. You do it for the fun of opening.
I open them because I enjoy opening them. So if they're already opened, I never buy those runs from anybody because that's my fun, you know.
Well, I had gotten 2 of the Batman chases from Hot Topic. So I didn't need 2 chases. And then I wanted to get rid of some sodas. So I was like, why not try for the Batman, the pink cow Batman chase? So then that's how I got rid of some of my sodas. But I try to not put just any kind of price in there. So just like this next run coming, I was like, I don't know if I have enough to put in there because I don't want to put anything lower than $10, you know. So, but I do. I have enough. So,
well, like I said, I usually, depending on how many I'm doing in the run, I will do. I think the last one had 4 or something that were like $1 below value.
Yeah, and I know one person for sure pulled one because
I usually put, you know, depending on how many, I'll put like 2 to 4, but they're like literally $1 below value. Yeah. But I also have, you know, there were 2 other Freddy Funkos in that box run.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Who's Tico? Isn't he the one who bought all the other ones?
Yeah, he's he buys a lot of he does a lot of waffle runs and stuff with Fox.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the surprise chase I threw in there. He Conquest pulled the Ursula chase whenever he got one of mine.
Well, like I said, that's always cool, but that's for me is always the fun to open it to see if it's a chase or a common, knowing that I'm not keeping it. You know?
Yeah, I have maybe 10 chase sodas, maybe, that I keep in my personal collection. The only one, there's 2 more that I really, 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 really want for my collection. It's the Glow Chester Cheetah and the Carl Fredrickson chase. That's the only 2 that I really. Now there's a few other ones I'd like, but those are the 2 I really want for my collection because I
was looking at Spectre sodas the other, and I was like, damn, because he's got about 20 or 30 sodas. I was like, holy crap. You know, I'm like, I have like 6, you know. Well, like I said, 9 if you count the 3 customized ones from B-Cob.
Yeah.
Because I got the Sanderson sisters and I got all commons, and it was like, all right, well, you know, and they did such a large run that they have no value to them, you know.
Yeah.
So.
He has like, so Trent said he has 30 common Venom sodas and he'll cherish them forever.
Paint each one a different color so they're like the rainbow, and you can just have an army of Venom sodas.
Oh, that's like Keaton. He has a bunch of Cyborg from Teen Titans. So one day I got the Dorbs Cyborg and sent to him just kind of like as a joke thing. So That's the running joke that he gets all the cyborgs.
Well, you know, it's funny because we all used to do chase hunts. You know, you would order the 6 pops from Hot Topic or Box Lunch, and you know, you would hunt for the chase. But now, so many places offer a chase bundle that it's not even cost worthy to buy the other way.
Right.
You know, especially if you're not guaranteed a chase in the 6, you know.
Yep. Yeah, because I don't even think Funko guarantees the chase if you buy a 6-pack anymore.
No. Not on some of them. And then like Hot Topic, I think their limit is 5. So
no, it's 2 now.
Oh, is it 2 now? It used to be 5.
In store, yeah, it's the same SKU. It has to be 2. And look at Essie Mom. Was it Essie Mom who bought the peanuts? And didn't get a single chase?
And see, here's my theory on that. If they're telling you that not every 6-pack is guaranteed a chase, then for every 6-pack that doesn't have a chase, shouldn't there be an extra chase in one of those 6-packs?
Right. And if you go back and look on their website, that's the only one that doesn't say chance at chase.
And you know why I think they did that? Because if you notice, it's also the only one that's being shipped out with the case and the soda separate.
Oh, yeah.
And who was it? Was it Spastic? Well, not, Ralphie's Funhouse that got just the cases and were trying to sell the cases. Remember?
Yeah, was it $18 or $20?
I don't even remember, but they were trying to sell it for some outrageous price.
Yeah. What's up, Mark? Yeah, I don't know. I do want the peanuts, but I just buy them one by one on common, I guess.
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny because everybody else I have seen get a chase. Yeah. Only Essie Mom didn't. And for them to tell her that, I still think it's bullshit.
Oh, I do too. I think so.
No. I don't think that's right because everybody bought that knowing that you always get at least one chase.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, why would you spend that kind of money all at once and then not?
Yeah. Why would you buy it? And you know, I don't want all those characters, and nobody wants these damn lunch bags. You know?
I mean, and you buy sodas to get the chase.
Yep.
So, like, why would you buy a 6-pack of commons? The whole point is to hopefully get the chase. Caitlin said it made her not want the Power Rangers or the X-Men anymore.
You know what? It was one of the reasons why I didn't buy the X-Men. I said, man, they really were chicken shit on the Scooby. I said, I'm not going to buy, because I want, or not the Scooby, the Snoopy, because I was going to buy the Snoopy one too. And I said, I'm glad I didn't buy it. And then now it's like, I kind of just don't want them anymore, even though some of them been on sale for like $50 or whatever. I just have passed on them.
Well, if the peanuts would ever go half off, I would definitely get them then.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't get a chase, it wouldn't be that big a deal because you would be getting essentially what you paid for. So it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah. The chases of the Power Rangers is why I didn't go after them even for $50.
Yeah, I don't think the chases were that good on them.
Were they glow?
Maybe I just don't remember. I just remember everybody was talking about the chases not being really good.
Yeah, that's like the new TMNT sodas. They're like, why do we need another run of TMNT? There's this the 3rd run, and all the figure, the chases look.
They're like black light, she said.
Oh, black. That's right. That's right.
The thing is that Funko needs to just stop beating a dead horse, okay? We don't need something we already have. We don't need more, of the TMT. We don't need more Wizard of Oz pops. We don't need more, I'm sorry, I give us something we don't have. We don't need any more Ozzy pops. I don't need any more Freddie Mercury pops,
Fully honest, she would have sold the chase for its common to have the Imagine set. Yeah. You finally got the Splinters. Now, see, that soda I want. I want a Splinter.
Oh, I got 2 Splinter sodas easily. I ordered them and they came, but you know.
You didn't open them?
Not yet.
Oh, well, if you have 2 comments, I'll take one of them.
I don't want the comment. I just want the chase because I think it looks so cute holding the little Michelangelo.
Yeah, the little Mikey. Well, I'll buy one of them from you, but that's the only like one that in the April, because I have Shredder. I have from the original line, you know.
Yeah.
All the Turtles, Casey Jones, Baxter, Rocksteady, Bebop, and Shredder. So I would need the Splinter in the April, and then I'd be okay. More Judas Pops.
Judas Priest Pops.
Yeah, I'm
not I could see more of those, but you know, how about some other bands that we haven't seen yet?
Superfly.
You know, like you gave us Bret Michaels, but what about the rest of the band? You know, can we get all of Poison? Yeah, I mean, how about some Bon Jovi? How about, you know, I mean, there are so many that we could do that. Stop giving us the same people over and over and over.
Right.
Yeah.
I watched a video today. It's called The Man on the Couch or something is the guy's channel name. And him and another guy were opening boxes together. And he got the Batman that's all the different colors. He looked it up. He's like, it has 25 variants. He's like, do we need 25 variants?
Right.
I got to thinking, yeah, that's true.
You know what? Yeah, the Man on the Couch. Wasn't Christina talking about, or no, somebody
was talking. Oh, Mary Poppins Pop.
Yeah, because I said, is she talking about a channel or is she talking about straight up?
All right.
I was a little confused. I was like, wait, is she talking about her husband or about a channel?
Right. Yeah, it's
the Man on the Couch.
The Man on the Couch. Yeah.
I was like, what man? We need a Superfly. We need there's a lot of pops that we need that they haven't given us. Yeah. That they could do some real good pops and they just haven't, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's like the Marty. Okay, I love Back to the Future, and of course, I'm going to get them all. But why do we need 2 different Marty McFly sodas? Why couldn't we get a Doc soda or an Einstein soda, or you know what I mean? Why do we need 2 different Martys? And why is the Chase glitter? I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy when you see some of the things. I say the same thing. I'm just like, why? You know, like I was collecting all the glitter pops. You know, that was one of my things when we first started. You know, I wanted all the glitter, and then they started just making the stupidest glitter pops. I mean, it was already bad enough they had some I didn't like, but then when they came out with a glittered Coke can and I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
And that's when I was done. And I started. I don't think I only have glitter pops if they're Wonder Woman or if they are fit in my rock collection. Otherwise, I don't have them.
You have the Chase Eeyore one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Get rid of that.
I have both.
I know you had those.
Yeah, only if they fit in my collection for something else, not just because they're glitter anymore.
Yeah. I think I have less than a handful of glitter pops because I have the glitter Prince, because you know Prince has to be glitter because he was fancy.
Yeah.
I have a glitter Batgirl. Now I don't know why she was glitter, but she's cool. And I had got her from Ross. So that's my little memory of Ross.
Ross, yeah.
And then I think that's pretty much it.
So Bless said his girlfriend is doing Pokemon and glitter Disney pops. I used to have some. The only glitter Disney ones I have now are just the Eeyore ones I have.
I don't think I have any glitter Disney.
Yeah. And then I have a couple rock ones. I think I have the glitter Prince and I have something else. And then I know I have a glitter Wonder Woman. So
does Toy Story count as Disney? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an the Alien Remix glitter pop. I think that's it.
The translucent Chase Care Bear pops. Yeah. Those are cool. I have 5, 6 customized Care Bear pops. I love
Yeah,
the Care Bear pops.
I still have to do the one for you too.
You have one. Brandy has one. Eric has one.
The other day I was like, okay, I think I really need to go work on her pop, and it's still just sitting here.
Yeah, because I have
it.
Well, like I said, I have quite a few of them. They're all in the bedroom, but one. I have one right here.
Oh, I forgot. I have all these that are glitter. The Slurpee 7-Eleven pops. I thought about getting rid of these too, but I got them from the Culinary Trapper, and you know, he's passed, so I kind of want to keep them as memory for him.
This one, which was from Caitlin. I mean, I have other ones. Huh? It's because it's Alice Cooper.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so I have this one, and then it's the only one out here, and then I have this one out here, which is also done up as Alice Cooper and Allison Crunch. What is her name? Crunchbot.
Yeah.
I can't think of whatever her IG name is, but Allison did this.
Did you get her autograph and say it was?
I know I need to get her autograph because then it'll be worth lots of money.
Right. What's up, Nadia? I only have one regular size tiny ghost, and it's the black lucky cat. What's up, Danny? You tried to copy his belt buckle for the stomach. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I have probably about 4 or 5 small tiny ghosts, but I only have one regular size tiny ghost.
Yeah. Well, I don't really, like I said, I have that one because I wanted it done with the Alice Cooper eyes, and then Caitlin surprised me with the Care Bear one.
Yeah, she said she did her homework.
Yeah. But yeah, I like I said, I have a whole collection of them in the bedroom that are still in boxes, you know, but that's that one because I have an Alice Cooper shelf out here, so they both sit on the Alice Cooper.
Someday you need to show off your shelves.
Yeah, you know,
because you talk about them, but then we don't ever get to see them.
Yeah, because they're all in different parts of the house, depending on what. You know. That's why, like the last Monday, I pulled out the Jack in the Boxes and showed them off.
Yeah, that was so cool. I've never seen
people never get to see certain things, and I've had those since they pretty much came out.
I tried to look them up. I couldn't find them anywhere.
Yeah, I found a few on eBay, but like the Iron Maiden one was like $75, you know, and I was like, holy mother, you know. So
I'm always trying to look up stuff that I know you like because I'm still trying to build you a box. And I only have 2 things. I only have 2, and they're like little bitty.
I know I'm hard. I know I'm hard to buy for, you know. So
yeah. But yeah, that and your flashlight I said I would send you.
Yeah, because I don't have a black light flashlight.
Yeah. Don't buy one because I'll send it. But yeah, I'm working on a new display. I just haven't decided what shelf I want to put it on.
Uh-huh.
So the rewinds, for some reason now, all of a sudden I have a bunch of them. And so what I did was I bought the Blockbuster Pop.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take it out of the box, put it on the shelf, and on each side, I'm going to put some rewinds on one side and some on the other. I'm going to take the figures out and put them in front of their little containers.
Uh-huh.
And then on one side, I'm going to have the soda cup pop and the popcorn bucket on the other side.
Oh, that'll be cute. That'll be cute.
Yeah, it's going to be really cute when it's done. It's just I'm waiting for my soda cup and my popcorn thing to come in. And then this to decide which shelf I'm going to disturb to put it on. Because I want everybody to be able to see it in the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Where is the Batman sign? It is tucked over there underneath my desk. I still have it. Not getting rid of that.
She's not getting rid of her Batman sign.
Terrell paid a fortune for that thing. Well, not really. A little over 100, but no, I'm not getting rid of that. Right now, it's Scooby-Doo up there in my Ghostbusters stuff.
Well, like I said, I've really weeded out my collection. It's just it's a lot, and I just decided that I just didn't need them all, and I had to let some of them go. I mean,
I want to get rid of the ad icons, but that was like my first love, and it's like I look at them and I
can fit
so,
everything on one bookcase.
wow.
That's how much I've limited my collection.
Yeah.
And I don't do big pops. I don't like the big pops at all. I have I think I have a 6-inch Elvira. I have the 4-pack of the Iron Maiden. I think I have the Pantera. I have some of the albums, but I don't like the albums. I have a couple Ozzies. I have a Cyndi Lauper. I have an Alice Cooper. And I only have one double album. Hey, Christina Payne. And that's the Doors, because I can't get Jim Morrison by himself. So if they would give me a Jim Morrison pop, I'd sell that Doors album.
Break him out.
I know. I thought about it.
Just break it, take him out, and throw the rest away. Love to you. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just like, I've just been trying to find other stuff to keep myself busy right now. I've been crafting,
I know you've been doing some good stuff. Did you see that collage thing that Fox put together? That all the things
with all the pictures? Yeah, that was really good.
That was a good idea. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, he did really well with that. I was quite surprised. It looked really nice.
Yeah. What I started doing was putting all my little notes and stuff and like cards and the art prints and all that in like a little photo album. And
well,
then
I have a big photo album, not big, but like a decent size full of stickers. I tried to put the letters in there at one point, but it would make it so thick that it wouldn't close. So I said, okay, I'm just going to do the stickers, and I have all the letters in a box, and I just separate out,
The ones that don't fit in that size, I have this now that I've been putting them in.
Yeah.
It's like a world map, like suitcase box. So I've been putting them all in there.
Well, I fill up my stickers, and like last time, I don't know if you remember, like when my box got full, I went through and separated them all out, and anything I had doubles, more than one of, I told people, hey, you guys want random stickers, let me know, and I'll send you random channel stickers. And I sent out envelopes of just 15 different channels that I had duplicates of their stickers,
Yeah, that's cool. And see, like the postcard that you send. And like the photos and stuff, I put them all in the little notes that fit. I try to make them fit in there.
Yeah, like I said, I tried that at once too, but then the book wouldn't close, and I went, crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still have a lot of those photos from Ashley.
I have like 3 different books of stickers.
I have one, and then I'm building up another pile, and then when I go to make them,
I have 2 poster boards of the triple boards. I have one that's almost full, and then another one that's like half full. That's what I started putting in the back when I first started.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten rid of them. I still have them, but.
And see, that's the thing is like I know some people, like Caitlin, I think, puts them on her desk. But then you run out of room, like Yoj, he used to put them on his desk, then he had them on his file cabinet, he had them on his dresser, and he had them on, you can only put so many, and then you run out of space.
Yeah, and then some people get upset if they can't see theirs on there.
Or you get mad at somebody, and now they got to look at their dang sticker.
Yeah, I had to put a sticker on top of one time. But like every time Keaton and Justin do a video, I always look for my sticker on that table.
See, Caitlin says she got a sticker book now.
Yeah.
I got a sticker book too. Like I said, I do have a sticker book. So
I had to cover 1 sticker so far, and that was it.
Yeah.
But should have been 2, but I was nice and didn't cover the other one.
Like I said, I don't know, like I said, I have them in the book, and I have some of people I don't talk to anymore on there,
No, I didn't cover yours, Danny.
What? You covered up my sticker.
Don't be stirring the pot. I have a whole bunch of below average gaming dad stickers.
Like I said, I just, it's a lot of stickers. Like, I haven't had any made, and I know I had a lot made there for a little while, but I'm also trying to pull away from the whole Funko thing. So I don't really have a new logo now without a Funko logo.
See, Caitlin knows what I'm talking about.
Roscoe Pops is on top of me now.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I just, like I said, it's...
You trying to completely get away from Funko?
Well, not completely, but like, I don't want to use Funko logo anymore. Like, I know I have a lot of logo, I have a lot of different logos, like with different rock stars and stuff, which I liked those stickers, and I do like those stickers, and I could probably do more of them, but I just kind of want to pull. I really like the logo that So Blessed Pops made, the one that we've used on a couple of the mystery box ones, and where it kind of almost looks like Alice, and I really like that logo. The only problem is the hair's black, so
yeah.
But
he does really good AI work.
Yeah.
Him and UMPTY.
Yeah. Like I said, I really haven't messed with it much, but yeah, I kind of was holding off because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do before I got my next sticker,
I could probably have a whole book of just your stickers and
postcards
and all pictures and artwork and all that.
Because I always try to send something out. There's usually maybe 2 months a year where I don't send anything out small to everybody.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like every month I try to send something out to the Patreons.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep up. That's why I had to quit,
because I'm not working right now. That's why.
I had to quit because when I worked at DHL, I didn't work 40 hours a week. Well, I did work 40 hours a week, but it was pretty close. But when I was off, I just didn't want to mess with it. And then
that's it, I mean, but I'm not working right now, so for health reasons, so I have the time.
Yeah.
But I have days where I just, I can't do it. I just don't, I'm not.
I thought I was going to be able to take, once I left, that I was going to be able to not have to go back to work, and then I could get really back into it and catch up and this and that. Only took a month off, and then or a month and a half, and then I ended up going right back to work anyway. And I only work 3 days a week, but when I don't work, I want to, some days, the next day is like a catch up rest day, because my health is getting better, but at one point it wasn't that great. So I have a day where I just don't want to do nothing, and I just sit around. Sometimes I have 2 or 3 of those days where I don't want to do anything.
I have days like that too, and and I usually try to force myself. There's days where I didn't get off the couch.
Yeah.
Well,
when I had hurt my back, I guess it's been right before Christmas, 2 Christmases ago. I went back to work in like 2 weeks, but I still hurt for a long time after. I could do my job, but it was like when I got home and when my days were off, I had to stay in bed most of the time. Me and my mom, on my days off, we would go and spend the day out. Well, at that point in time, I could only go to like 1 store or 2 stores, and I was like, I have to go. I'm hurting so bad I could barely even get around. Now I'm doing way better. Like, we can go almost all day now, and I can go from store to store to store. And I mean, I've dropped 25 pounds, and so a lot's starting to come back into play to where I'm feeling like myself again.
Yeah.
So Yeah, it's a slow process. The older you get, the slower it takes to get back to
Who you
normal.
telling? You
It's
know?
crazy.
Yeah, it's like, geez, you know, but yeah, it is what it is. You know.
What's up, strange dog comic stuff? How are you? Yeah. So fine. So after all that, I just kind of said, I switched over to membership, channel member, because I thought, oh, that'll be easier. But then I felt bad because I didn't do certain things, and everybody said, don't worry about it. We're just doing it to support you. But I still felt horrible because I just wasn't hardly ever posting any videos, wasn't giving things away. And I know that's not why people do it, but hello, Color Fan Dan.
Color fan.
Never saw that name
Dad.
before. Oh, Dad. Color
fan
Fan
dad.
Okay. So I just canceled that too, and
Well, I stopped the channel memberships because I'm not choosing to monetize all my videos. I have a lot of music, or I use clips that takes away the monetization, but you know, I'm not going to get rich off the channel anyway, so why not put in the video what I want in the videos?
right.
Why am I not using this music so that I can make 2 cents? You know, it's not worth it for me. So, I mean, yes, I'm still monetized, but I don't try to be like I don't try to earn the money. I don't not do something so that I can be monetized.
Well, you saw I had $3 and what 14.
Yeah, that's all because I don't do it anymore.
$3.44 right now. I don't know, whatever.
And if you don't, you have to have $100 worth of payout, which means you got to make about $130 to get that $100 payout.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like, okay, well then I got to monetize. I got to make sure that I'm following this guideline, and you know, and then you have to do lives because you got to get some super chats to help you meet those goals, you know, and otherwise it takes so long to get paid out depending after they take their share.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it took a year and a half and I got $200.
Well, when I first started and I got monetized and I was just starting with the monetization, I was making about 100 to 150 every 3 months.
Wow.
But we were going live every week.
Yeah.
And I was live every other week on my channel.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so that made a difference.
Oh yeah, if you do lives every week, or like Eric and I, we did our show every week, or you and Spectre would do y'all show, or you have to do some sort of interaction like that every week, plus your videos, plus this, plus that, and all the giveaways. I know people aren't there for the giveaways, but it does make a difference.
It does. And like I said, and that's why I kind of had stopped. Like I do giveaways once a month, but now I'm going to do series giveaways. So, you know, but I just, it's got to be random because, you know, it's not the giveaways that kill you. It's the shipping costs that kill you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got tons of stuff to give away.
Yeah, I got tons of stuff to give away. It's the shipping costs that kill you.
Yep.
You know, and you know, but yeah, I go through my phases where I have tons of shit to give away. You know, and but again, like I said, it's not having something to give away, it's the cost of shipping.
I thought about it more, but you know.
You know, who was it? Ash Cheeks. Ash Cheeks had it set up that you could not win a giveaway from her unless you were $1 or more Patreon. Because if you won the giveaway and you weren't a Patreon, then she required that you pay the shipping.
Wow.
But if you were a Patreon, even at $1, as long as you were a Patreon, you did not get charged for shipping.
That's kind of cool.
But if you weren't, then she would make you pay for shipping.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Well, and who was it? I don't know if you were around with the playground dude when he would do the big wheel spins, and then whatever you won, you still had to pay shipping on.
No, I don't.
Yeah. But.
Yep. Yes. Mm.
Yeah, it's, shipping is crazy.
Yeah, and it's so funny how after Christmas they're like, "Yeah, we're going down on shipping," and I'm thinking it's still high. It's still expensive.
And it's so ridiculous to like try to send something small because it's almost pointless because they want to charge you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like eBay, I know has started finally, they allow you to buy almost like a postage stamp and get a label for it now. So that you can still so you could still mail a baseball card for the cost of a regular stamp.
Oh, okay.
And you can get tracking with it now through eBay as long as you buy it through eBay. So it
Oh,
will be like maybe 63 cents or 38 cents. And they will actually print you out a label with a tracking number now.
okay.
Which is good, because then you're not having to try to sell a trading card with $5 postage,
Right.
So
Yeah. This is Danny. It's one of my alternate accounts. Okay. You gotta be letting people know, man. Our fan died.
but yeah.
Right. Yeah, I miss being live. I miss hanging out. I miss all that. It's just
Hey, Jeremy.
like what's up, Jeremy? Um Big Easy. He sends me the link, but he waits till almost 11 o'clock at night. I'm in
Yeah.
bed by then. Like I have to get up early in the mornings now for work. So I'm in bed by 10 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock. Sometimes I come home from work and I go straight to bed, but I don't go to sleep. But if I'm already comfortable in my bed, I'm not going to go hook up everything in here. And, you know,
No, I get it. I do the live on Thursdays because I enjoy going live and that kind of fills my little gap. I mean, yeah, we're always on the Bearded Barbarians channel, but at least it gives me that, to feed that live,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I enjoyed going live weekly.
yeah, me too.
But it is a lot of work when you're trying to do something, and if you have to
Yeah.
work, and you have to do this
Well,
and
I
that.
wouldn't mind going live weekly still, but everybody wants to go late.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't want, I mean, now I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays off,
Uh-huh.
but I don't want to go live on Monday nights because I have to go to bed early, so for work the next day. And then there's other people that I don't want to infringe on their time, even though we can all go when we want. You just try to respect people's time periods. Or people want to go late, and I'm like, so I
Yeah.
gotta pick one certain day to where,
And see, and that's where the one thing doesn't affect me. But what I've always said too is that because like late for everybody else isn't late for me. Like it
right,
is only 6 o'clock here.
right,
Okay. So, that's not too bad. But like when we would do our live, it's hard if you're working and you have to get home from work and get home at 5:30, you go live at 6. Well, that's 9 o'clock everywhere else. And by
right,
then some of those people are already in bed.
right.
So that's the only bad thing about all the different time zones.
Yeah. And then sometimes, like, I wouldn't mind going live even when I'm working, but I just sometimes the time conflicts with, like, I never know what we're going to do on the weekend or what
Yeah.
Terrell has planned or whatever. And I try not to let this get in the way because at one time, YouTube consumed everything.
Yeah, and it can't. Now, I think for a lot of people, it consumed everything. And even, I'll be honest, even myself, it was like I didn't watch any regular TV.
Yeah.
All I watched was YouTube. And see, now I won't let that happen anymore. I
Yeah.
do watch YouTube. I usually maybe probably, you know, depending, like today there were more videos than normal, obviously. But on a regular day, I probably watch 30 minutes to an hour tops on YouTube, and then I watch something else.
Yeah.
Because you can't let it consume your life, you know, because we all did that,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But we were also all stuck in the house, and there was COVID
Mhm.
lockdowns.
Yeah.
You know, it was a different time. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So Terrell's working for himself again. So he has more time to do stuff around the house or us to do stuff or,
mhm.
he's his own boss now. So I got to kind of manage time with him and, whatever it is he wants to do. And I don't want him to ever think that this is more important than him. So,
Well, of course not. You know.
but by 9 o'clock he's usually in bed. But he did a lot of work today in his storage, and I just that's why I'd said 7 o'clock because I figured he'd be zonked by then to just chill. But yeah, watch live sports on TV and a few things here and there. Yeah, I don't really watch a whole lot of. Okay, so in the morning, sometimes I'll watch a couple of videos. When I come home from work, have whatever video show come up on my notifications. I'll watch them, and then I'll watch like Netflix, or we have our little shows we watch together. And then usually when he goes to sleep, I'll go back to watching. I still watch a lot of YouTube, but not like I was watching a lot.
Well, you know, I mean, if there's videos to watch, I'll try to watch them. There are some times where I don't, you know, like I'll watch a lot of them on TV, and then I try to, because you know, I'm just awful about commenting because I watch them on TV, you know, and then I'll try to go back and
Me too.
comment, but you know, then it's like, you know, okay, I got to do this, and I got, you know,
Yeah.
but I try, like I said, I try to really, unless it's a special day like swap videos or like the box battle today or something, I try not to spend all of my viewing time on YouTube
Yeah.
anymore. I watch a lot of crime documentaries and a lot of crime shows, and you know, and then I have certain other shows that I watch and that I've watched more than once. You know, I do that too. I used to listen to YouTube while I was working or when I was driving to and from work. I could listen because I could know what you were showing off, you know. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I used to do that a lot too when I was I would listen to a lot of the lives, especially a live. I would listen to a
Yeah.
live a lot of times.
Well, a lot of times I'll watch them on my TV, so I
Mhm.
don't comment a lot. So if y'all don't get comments on y'all's videos, it's just because it's not that
And I
I'm not
tell people that
watching.
all the time, and then I'll say something about a video, and it's like, okay, you can tell I watch. I just talked about your video, you know.
Yeah. So no, I am watching them. I just don't comment. But a lot of times, like lives too, I'll watch parts of the live, but I don't comment on the live because everybody wants to tell you hi,
And then
and
you got to
I'll
spend 20 minutes telling everyone hi.
so I'll either be driving or sitting with Terrell
Uh-huh.
watching TV or something like that. So I'll watch it. Sometimes I even turn the volume down. It'll still be on, so you get your watch hours,
Yeah.
But I just don't talk a lot of times because Sassy never comments on my
I don't
video.
comment on very many videos at all. Like I said, I watch them,
Yeah,
but I just don't comment it on, you know, because you can't comment on the TV, you know. And then
yeah,
I'll try to remember, like, you know, like Keetons with their 201 sodas, and you got to comment on every video. And then I would watch like 3 or 4 videos, and then I'd be like, damn, I got to go back and comment on those 3 or 4 videos. And then I'm like, okay, this one,
I know.
watch this one.
I messaged him. I said, "Do you know if I missed any videos? Because I'm lost. I can't tell
I
if
know.
I commented on them or not."
And then I was like, okay, I think I commented on them all. And then I was looking and I had missed like number 8 or something. And I'm like, but I know I watched this.
Right? Yeah, I watched them all, and then every time they'd show the prizes, I'm like, okay, which one do I want? And I've changed it like 3 or 4 times. I still don't know for sure which one I'm gonna choose if I win. Oh, because I know the first prize, my mom would love almost everything in that. I have all of that one. The second one,
But the first one is what? The Flash, right?
yes, with it's the Fun on the Run box.
Yeah.
Well, the second one is an autograph pop and a soda.
I think so, yes.
Oh yeah, it's the Transformer pop, I think that's signed or something. The third one is uh a pop I already have, and then the fourth one is a 6-pack of sodas, but I don't really care for any of the sodas. So I don't know. I go back and forth with
Well,
either.
I bought the Fun on the Run, the Flash Fun on the Run boxes. They were a mistake. When they were coming out about the same time as the heavy metal boxes were. And I had told Spectre I had to go to the doctor. And I knew a box was dropping that morning, but I wasn't sure which one. And I said, get on. I said, there's probably like 4 of them. I said, but I mainly want, or no, it wasn't the heavy metal boxes. It was the
the Camp
one
Fun Days?
The one where it had the bear and the wolf and the eagle.
Yeah. That's
okay, that one. And I told him, when you get on, buy me the wolf and the bear. And so then I come home from the doctor's and he goes, well, I bought you 2 boxes. He goes, but there were no wolves or bears in those boxes. And I said, what do you mean there was no wolves or bears in those boxes? He goes, yeah. He goes, I don't know what you were talking about. And then I went and I looked at the box and I'm like, okay, I don't like Flash. And I looked at the box and I had 2 of them coming. And I'm like, holy crap. And nothing in the box sold really well. I mean, the Flash was decent, and the mini pops, or the bitty pops, if you're a collector, that was the only way to get them. So that was a good thing.
Yeah.
But the bobblehead Freddy, I still got 2 of those, and
Mark said, and of course, the only time he was on YouTube, Sassy was on there too.
See?
Yeah, I actually liked everything on the Fun on the Run. I had kept the Freddy Flash because Terrell was a real big Flash guy for a long time. And then when we went to sell at the flea market, he sold all his Flash pops. The only thing he kept was his Back to the Future and his Stan Lees, because almost all his Stan Lees were gifts, were A-OK. So he has only that left. He got rid of all his Flash. So I'm like, well, there's no reason for me to keep the Flash Freddy, because I'm not really doing DC that much anymore either. So I went ahead and sold it.
I think one Flash might have went out in this mystery box run, I think. But the other Flash somebody wanted and I gave it to them. And yeah, I think other than that, but I liked the ones, like I liked the bear and and I ended up, I think the other one I got the bear, the wolf.
I want to get the bear too, but I would prefer the flocked one, but I know it's probably cost more, but I want to get
the bear and I think the eagle. And the eagle I got rid of in the last mystery box run, and the bear I'm keeping. Okay, that was really the only one I'm keeping is the bear.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I didn't get the heavy metal boxes because I ordered the 4 and they fucked up, or excuse me, they messed up and sent me the 4 same box. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, we don't have anything to fix it. And so I sent all 4 boxes back, and, it was like, and then I find out that was the hardest box for everybody to get. I'm thinking, dang, I should have just kept all 4.
Right.
Yep.
Except
for 3 of them were damaged. When I looked at them, 3 boxes were packed one way, 1 box was packed a different way. 3 were damaged, 1 wasn't. Richter said 3 workers and 1 collector packed those boxes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm still slowly getting all the sodas from that. Not all of them, but quite a few I've gotten from that run. Because there were so many different sodas. And I'm not paying retail PPG for them either. I'm getting all my sodas pretty much now from Macari, and I'm paying really cheap for them.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. Eventually, I'll probably buy the 4 mascots for the heavy metal boxes. I said, but you know, Funko put such a bad taste in my mouth with that, because that was the one thing that I was really looking forward
Yeah.
to from Funko, and they totally blew it.
Yeah.
And then their whole game of, you know, you got to send them back, and then, you know, they try to make it sound like they were doing me a favor by doing the return, even though it was their mistake, you know, and all this other stuff. And then, you know, they're like, send your boxes back. And I'm like, you know, to get your refund. And I'm like, my boxes already went back and it said you guys had them, you know. And so then I called them, you know, and they're giving, I finally just said, screw it. Called my bank, said, here's the tracking. Boxes were sent back. They got their money. I'd like my money now, $460, you know. It was like $460 or something.
Yeah.
So my bank gave me back the money.
That's good.
But it's sad that I had to go through my bank to get it.
Right. And it took so long to get it all done.
Yep.
Trent said he got both. He got 2 and gifted both of them away.
Yeah, see?
What's up, Anthony? I didn't get any of the heavy metal boxes. I was broke at the time. And I just, like I said, I haven't been getting that many pops. It's mostly just the sodas here and there.
Well, I said I really tried to pull away, and I did kind of pull away quite a bit. And I've really limited, you know, I have bad luck anyways. If I buy a Funko off the Funko shop, it's not going to sell out. If I don't buy it, it sells out. So, you know, like I bought the only one piece pop. I bought 2 of them that didn't sell out, you know, and so I'm really trying to limit what I buy and trying to really only buy what I really want, and not like, you know, because I would buy a lot of stuff that I know that I could gift or that I could flip or that I could, you know, and I'm just trying to really limit that.
I mean, does anything really sell out anymore?
Not really.
Yeah. And when they say they do, then a couple of days later, it's back up again. So, yeah, I don't know.
You know, just like I thought it was funny as could be. I have never bought a Ghastly. Okay. I think that all the molds are the same. And I say we always bitch about Funko's molds being the same, you know, but here we are with them. But I also know that they're a smaller company, and I know that they're supposed to have additional molds coming, I guess, this year or something. So, I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but that's, you know, why I haven't bought one. And then when they released the heavy metal one, I thought, wow, I really should buy this one. And it's limited to 666, you know. And I thought, God, I really should buy. And they sell out so fast, right? And I remember I was like, okay, I'm going to go on and I'm going to try to buy it. And then something came up and I got sidetracked. And then all of a sudden I look and it's 20 minutes after. And I went, well, I missed that because they always sell out. Right. And then I went and I looked and it was still there. And I thought, wait, the one that I was going to buy didn't sell. It didn't sell out till I ended up not buying it, but it didn't sell out till the next day.
Wow.
That was the only one that did not sell out immediately.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I said the only one I was going to buy and it didn't sell out immediately. I said, that's like telling me don't buy it.
The only one that I liked from there so far is the Tiki guy.
Yeah.
He was cute, I thought. But the other one, I don't really care for it.
Yeah.
And then they have another one called the Monstro or something like that. He's kind of cool looking, but
yeah, I like it too. But I know they're coming out with more molds, which is all great. But I just
they paid like a fortune for the ones they had, so she had to use them a few times before they could invest into more, you know.
Well, you know, some of those sell for a pretty penny.
Yeah. Christina did really good on hers.
Give me 1 second. I think I had a delivery. Hold on.
Okay. Trent said he's still hunting down the Freddy S cap from the camp ones, only keeping the spirit sodas from the heavy metal. I actually have 3 of the spirit sodas as of right now. Let's see. I'll show you. There's a couple more I think that I want. So I have, oops, bumped my table. Have this one that glows, which is really cool. I have the blue one, or the, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's blue, light blue. And then I have the black light one. But I want to get the white one with the sparkle, the glitter in it. I think there was one other one that I've been getting. I do. There is one Blacklight Freddy that I still want, the one with him having the backpack. I have one of the Blacklight ones, but I don't have the other one. And then there is a Blacklight werewolf Freddy that I want. I don't know why I have a thing for the Freddy sodas.
I have all 6 of the new Deadpool pops and a new comic cover that were meant for a coworker, but they backed out on it.
Oh no!
Well, I'd back out on it too if it was Deadpool.
Is that the season, the Deadpool seasons? I think there was only 2 of those that I liked. I think one where he's sitting on a pumpkin, and then one where he's in a bunny suit.
Well, I know, like, because Spectre likes Deadpool, okay? And he's all, but I noticed that, like, he just weeded out a bunch of Deadpool pops, okay? And he gave me like 6 or 7 different Deadpool pops that he doesn't want. He just weeded out all of his Stan Lee pops. He doesn't want his Stan Lee pops anymore. He weeded out a bunch of, not all of them, because he has some pricey ones of the Iron Man, but he weeded out all of his other Iron Man pops. He's weeding out a lot of stuff too. And then, like I said, certain animes like Boruto, Naruto, all of those, he's weeding out. So
I have 2 chomps. One was a gift, and I can't remember. I think the other one I pulled from a kitchen sink box. I don't remember where I got the other one.
I have 1 chomp, and it's the Handmade by Robots one.
I got the blue one that has a pink face. I got that from Randy from Mystery Madness. Then I have the pink one with the blue face. I don't remember where I got that one. And I have the mini one that looks like a watermelon. It's so cute. The little
yeah, I haven't bought any of them, so
he has the little curly Q top on his head.
That is cute.
He is so cute. I want to get the duck tiny ghost. That's another one that I would love to have.
I like the tiny ghost that looks like the Ouija board. But I don't collect any of those, so
I don't want any Ouija boards in my area. I played with those in high school, and I'm not going back down that road again. We had some crazy stuff happen messing with those.
We had some crazy stuff happen too, so
yeah.
I always tell people it's not a game.
No. Yeah. No, it's not. Nope.
So
just like, was it a movie where they played with it?
There was Witchboard, and they had Tawny Katane in the movie.
And the board kept coming back or something?
Yeah, and she kept playing it because they tell you don't play alone, and she kept playing alone.
No, this was another movie recently that was
oh yeah, this one's from the 80s, the one I'm thinking of.
I don't know if it was a movie or if it was just like a crime show. I feel like it was a movie. It's not that old. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, just put it in the chat. My memory is not the greatest anymore.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't have any of the chops. I just have the Handmade by Robot, and I just have the basic brown one.
See, I don't like those.
Well, you know what? I bought it because you had the you could get a scented one. And I didn't realize when I ordered it that they were going to make 15 different ones that look the same, that are all different colors. Because if I would have known that, I would have waited and bought a different one and not the brown one.
Yeah.
But at this point in time, I don't need more than just the one. I'm
Yeah.
not even sure I'm going to keep the brown one. Who knows? It might go into my swap box.
Yeah, I love Handmade by Robots and I love Chomps, but I don't like them together. I just don't like the way they look. I don't know. It's just something that just. What's up, Quadraw? No, those were GameStop boxes. There were 6.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. And there's the rock and roll.
Oh,
Deadpool.
I did want that one. The
Hey,
rock and roll Deadpool because he looks like Eddie.
yeah, I don't want the rock and roll Deadpool because I don't like Deadpool.
Oh yeah, the Joe Burker one. It would be nice. I also would like the one that has the gumballs in it. The
Oh yeah, that's a cool one.
Like a whole bunch of trouble up in here. You
Well,
never
I
know.
have the Elfie ones. They're like elephants.
No, I don't like. I had gotten one of those, and I put
I
it
got
in
them
mystery
both
box
out of
one.
a mystery box. I mean, I'm not. They're not things I would keep. I just have never gotten rid of them yet.
Yeah,
They're in the giveaway pile. But yeah, I got them out of out of one of the mystery box runs I bought, and I got both elephants were what I got. I got a gray one and I think a brown one or something.
yeah. I had pulled one from Smy World's kitchen sink box, and I didn't like it. Once I got it, I had seen them, and I'm like, "Oh, these are pretty cool." And then when I got it in the box, I messed around with them. Like, yeah, I don't really like this, so I put it back in a mystery box run.
I've done that where I've gotten something I don't like and I'll put it back, I mean, that's what it's for because you're not going to like everything you like.
Yeah. What was the guy? The name?
I don't remember. I was trying because I don't remember how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking it up quickly.
Some guy.
Some guy.
He only bought one box, number 11.
He only bought one box, and it's his first time buying a mystery box from me.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, he only bought one box. And I knew. See, I already knew. I knew last week.
Oh, really?
Or like Monday or something. I knew like at the beginning of the week. He because he lives in Arizona, so he got his box, boom, like that.
Oh, and he opened it right away.
Yeah, it's same thing like when Mama Quick won. I knew before you guys had your battle, but I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to ruin all the fun for the battle.
Oh,
you know.
Man. Do we want our things this way or this way?
Oh.
Too close.
Not like that.
Too close. Yeah. And then the one tiny ghost I have is this one. Let me grab it real quick. This is the tiny ghost I have.
Oh, that's cute.
The little lucky cat.
That's cute.
Yeah, I think so too. In fact, I'm gonna put him right here, closer to me. Dratcher.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Right? Hey, he did a good swap. I was like, wait, he won?
You know what? When he did that the very first time and he pulled out that stupid V pop, and all I could do is sit there and go, man, if I didn't know it was already pulled, I would have believed him because he was so convincing.
He did really good with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won and Quickie, and he chose the I think it was Naruto. I'm not sure. He chose the anime pop that was great.
Yeah, that was graded and signed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's what he pulled. Oh, I mean, that's what he chose.
When he chose that, I was laughing because I said, man, here we go again. Nobody chose any of the Freddies. And I had said that's why I put other things in there because not everybody wants a Freddy.
Right.
I wouldn't want a Freddy. And it's funny, the last two winners have not chose Freddy.
And the one who really wants the Freddies aren't pulling them.
Yeah, and the ones who want them aren't pulling them.
Yeah.
And I laughed because both people that won weren't in the box battle either time.
Right. April Fool's Freddy is available. Yep,
Both Freddies are available. He didn't choose either one of them.
Yep.
That's why they want me to do another mystery box.
Well, and I pulled 2 Freddies for my mystery box run just so they would have a choice of a Freddy. So I have the superhero Freddy and then the Freddy in the car.
Yep.
So
you know, if I win in Sassy's mystery box, then I'll have 3 Freddys.
The rest of the Fifth Element pops, yeah, I think they're kind of pricey. The Fifth Element pops.
Yeah, I don't know how much they run. I do know that Frog, what's his name? Frog
Pop Fanatic.
Frog Pop Fanatic. That's what he was going for because he owns all the Fifth Element pops, but the one that your mom got.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know what they run either. So, but yeah, he had said he owned all of them, but that one.
Somebody else is doing a mystery box run, but it was a scratch and dent one. And it was only 3 to 4 pops for $30.
Funko Pops with the Hoff or something.
But you can get a 6 pop box scratch and dent for $32 for Mystery Girl. So I'm like,
yeah, I think theirs was called Disney Damaged Grail or something. The Hoff one. That's they're just another channel. Yeah, I just came like in connection with them in one of these chats we've been in.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of their videos, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Just a little secret or whatever. Did you finish opening those MTV clips?
Yes. I opened them all in one day.
Oh. Did you get the ones that I was looking for? Do you remember my comment?
Yes, and I don't think so.
You don't think so? Oh man, that sucks. You know, didn't even know who Daria was until I started.
I love Daria. I have a picture of Daria on my wall that I bought from a guy on Instagram that I buy some art from, and yeah, I've loved Daria. I have a Daria Funko Pop.
I didn't even know who it was until I started collecting Funkos, and then I'm like, okay, who's Daria? I still don't know. I've never seen one episode.
Daria, yeah.
I could do a box like that, but would just want shipping covered. You could do a box like that. Oh, just to like give away stuff, but people would pay shipping? That sounds awesome.
Well, like I said, that's what some people would do. You would have to pay shipping if you wanted a giveaway, but
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I got both those Freddies still. I didn't take either one of them.
I mean, I still owe Trent a box. So blessed. We did a trade. I think it was for the Camp Fun Days, and he also sent me something else. The Cornelius NFT pop. I'm still trying to make a box for him to ship him back. I have his soda and something else, a couple of things. Just trying to find stuff to put, because he likes Venom, but he has so many Venom things. He likes Captain America. It's like
it gets kind of hard when people like certain things.
Yeah, because they have a lot of different ones of the certain things. So it's hard, you know.
Like for me, I like Wonder Woman. So you have to find something really odd that's Wonder Woman for me not to have already had it. So I'll be honest, that I found out about 2 years. I buy very little Wonder Woman stuff for myself.
Yeah.
Because I figure that way, if I don't buy it, then there's more of a chance if somebody else was that I won't have it already. So I stopped buying Wonder Woman stuff a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Unless I know it's something that I won't, that this is the only way I'm going to get it, But yeah, because otherwise it's really hard.
Yeah, I mean, I've been been almost a year. I feel like now. I just had done a trade with him and with Justin from KEETONS and Fun. I just mailed Justin's because I was finished putting some stuff in that box. I owe Frog Pop a box. Been trying to find stuff for him, but as soon as something comes out, he'll go run and buy it. I'm like, stop doing that. People can't buy you stuff if you go run out and buy it the second it hits the store. He's like, you're so funny because my best friend tells me the same thing here in Portland. I'm like, yeah.
That's why I don't buy hardly anything anymore, because it makes it harder when like mystery boxes. Like I stopped buying mystery boxes for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I bought the 2 funky bop ones that I just did. And I've bought a few mystery grails here and there. And then, I have a couple coming that we've done. Yeah. But I really stopped for quite a while.
Well, I got to where the only way I would buy a mystery box is if they show you some of the pops that are going to be in there, and I have to like or want a certain amount of those pops before I even buy the box. So if there's one pop out of that whole run that I like, what's the point? Because I know I'm not going to get it. So I have to like a certain amount and then be like, oh, okay, I like about half of those, or
and that, or I have to be within a lower price level.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's why like I know for a fact I have enough pops that I could go in there and make another mystery box run, but in order and I would still take a loss, it would be like $20 a box plus shipping, and I would still be taking a pretty good loss on that.
Wow.
Okay, and so I'm like, I don't. In order for me to just take a minimal loss, because I take a loss on all my boxes.
Yeah.
It would have to be like 25 plus 6 shipping would be $31 a box for one pop. Yeah. I can't do that. I think that's a lot for a chance.
Yeah, yeah.
So I like to give the lower price pops. And the good thing is, like, for example, the last winner, he paid $10 for his mystery box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how much PPG was on that pop?
That pop was like $130, $140.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't lose.
The most expensive one out of all of them.
Yeah, but that, and I'm okay with that, Yeah. But like I said, it's just hard because, I like to keep them lower. I just think because shipping is such a impact on the price also.
Right.
I just think that trying to sell lower priced mystery boxes and offer something better, because even if I offered like a $50 or $60 pop, that's still a good turnaround for a $10 box,
Right, absolutely.
So
yeah. Well, and that's like I like to do the kitchen sink boxes because I don't collect just Funko. I like all kinds of different things. So those I love because it gives me a chance to get something I may not necessarily know is out there or would buy, or
I bought a few of those. I really enjoy the kitchen sink boxes because I like the different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of gives you like Plastic Empire. They have those apes that they sell. I can't think of it right now.
With the butt hanging out. With their butt. Aren't they called Kong?
Or maybe Kong or something. Yeah, and their butt hangs out, I'd never owned one. So I bought one, I don't know, during one of the conventions, okay? And I still have that one. But, after I bought it and I looked at it, I was like, okay, it's not something I really want to collect. So I've never bought any more, but I wanted to see one in my hands. Then it's so funny because then you're like, you get these stupid little itty bitty things, these bitty pops, right? And I'm thinking, oh, these things are the stupidest thing. I don't want these. So I bought a few of them and opened them, and I just think they're the cutest thing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like Doorables. I used to think, oh, that's so dumb. I'm so
Yeah.
addicted to Doorables now. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Look, I mean, and it doesn't take up a lot of room. So look how cute. It's a little fox from Zootopia, you know?
That is cute.
So, and then I'll put them, if I have the matching pops, I'll put them in front of the little pops. I have
See?
all the new Robin Hood ones.
Oh, look
Look
at
at
that.
Prince John, how cute.
That
You
is
know? So
Blessed says I got trapped in a bit of those raffles for pops, $5, $10 a spot. Haven't won. Some of the $5 and $10 ones, I've played a few if I can get into the minis. If I can get into a mini and get spots for like 3 spots for $5 or whatever, and I know it's a mini and then it goes to a regular and then it goes there. But if I can get into the mini and then I win spots and I can make it up, I'll go that way. That way I can get more chances. But I never ever usually buy like the $5 or $10 spots.
oh no.
Like right now I'm in 2 waffles, one with Big Dog Dave, but it was $2 a spot, and one with Fox, which was also $2 a spot. I'm willing to do like $10 or whatever, even 20, depending, and try to, win something. And it kind of helps my gambling addiction. And I always know I'm going to win when it's something I don't want anyways.
You win a lot on those raffles though.
But I buy a lot.
Yeah.
And that's like, because Fox said that too. He goes, somebody said you win a lot. He goes, and I told them, but you buy a lot. He goes, you join almost every time. And I do, even if it's a couple spots, I almost join every time.
Yeah.
There's a few people that do the raffles on IG, and it's Fox, Dave, and usually Soul Twice. I will almost always buy something in one of theirs.
Yeah.
And I've won a lot from Soul Twice too. You know what? I win the custom comic book covers and then I gift them.
Yeah.
I gift the ones I want and I gift out I have a couple more that are good, that I can gift out still.
Mm-hmm.
And they're great gifts. Not only do they get his name out, but it's also a one-of-kind collector for whoever likes whatever the fandom is.
That's why I like to do the kitchen sink boxes too, because you get that mix of stuff and then you can put them in your swap boxes or give them out as gifts to other people that you know, or giveaways, or whatever. Mark said he knows a guy that's gonna do a kitchen sink box, but it's all different Funko products. But every time that guy, Mark, puts boxes out, I am so broke, I can't get one unless I do payments.
It's like I said, I've thought about doing like a mixed box. You know me, I got enough shit to do a mixed box.
Yeah.
Okay? But then I was like, and just like,
well, you did do a mystery mini box, right?
I did do a mystery.
I was mad because I didn't get in on that.
And what's funny is I have enough leftover mystery minis again to do another run.
Well, you should do another one of those.
Yeah, I have enough. Including anywhere from the Stranger Things capsules to the Iron Maiden to the Ghostbusters to I have so many, and I throw all the ones that I opened on the channel that I didn't like. I won't say opened because they're still sealed, but all the series that I did, and then I felt like when we hunted for Eddie, I found Eddie on number 2.
Yeah.
So I had a whole bag full of these capsules, but I already found Eddie. Because what I'll do is like the first time I bought the capsules, they were hard to find, and I bought 4 from one place. I bought 8 from another place. I bought, and that's how I did these ones. So I get there could be another Eddie in there if I sat and opened them all because they came from different places.
Right.
But I do, or I buy cases of things. Like I have cases in there of stuff I still haven't even opened. But I buy cases of things, and like the Star Wars ones, the Vinylmations. I found the chase on like the 3rd one.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, well, I don't need to open the rest of these now, So it's things like that where I just throw those all in one thing, and the bag's already full again.
Yeah, you should do a run like that. That'd be cool.
You know, because I do, and yeah, like last time was like double value. I believe everybody got like double value on those boxes. You know, because some of those things are like the Stranger Things capsules. They're not cheap. You know.
Oh, I know. I was
So
gonna go buy some, and then I saw how expensive they were, so I was like, never mind.
depending on where you buy them, yeah, they're a little
Yeah,
pricey.
yeah.
You know, just like the last Iron Maiden figures I opened, when those first came out, they were like $15 a box for
Whoa.
one figure. And I know that I found them on sale one time and I bought two, and then I never found them on sale again. And I ended up sending those two to Angie at two different times.
Hmm.
And but then I was looking for something and I found a place that had them on clearance for $5 a box.
Oh,
But
wow.
they only had 4 left, so I bought the 4. Those were the 4 that you guys see me open.
Yeah,
And I went ahead and opened them because 4 is enough to do a series, you know, because I
yeah.
can get almost a month out of that, right? But yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's what I had found those durable rides on clearance. So I bought every one they had that didn't have a duplicate code on the back.
Oh, okay.
And it came out to where I could do 2 per video. And it ended up being 4 4 different videos. So I was like,
Yeah,
I gotta do like Mama J and start doing it that way, because then you could do them all in one day.
I do. I film all my
And then
series in one day. So, like
Mhm.
the MTV bag clips, I filmed them all in one day. The bandstand cards I'm doing right now, I filmed them all in one day. Okay.
It's
But
a
I
lot
take
easier.
but I say, okay, this is how many I have. This is how many videos I'm going to get out of it. Okay, so I'm going to film X amount of videos today. And then, like you see, like for instance, tomorrow's Sunday, tomorrow's bandstand day. You're going to get the bandstand video number 2. Next
Yeah.
Sunday, you'll get bandstand video number 3.
Hmm.
You know, so I always drop them on the same day until the
Yeah.
whole series runs through.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've given me some good ideas. I'm like, I'm going to take a page out of Mama J's book.
I'm telling you, I film so much in advance.
Yeah, and it's way easier just to edit that little bit or add onto it or whatever, and then
Yep.
drop. And it's not very long. They're only like
I
4 or
try to
5
make small
minutes.
videos because nobody wants to watch my videos anyways. They definitely don't want to watch a long video. Okay, so I try to make them short, and sometimes the first video is a little longer because I'm giving details, but then all the rest of them are all nice short videos.
Yeah. Trent
Next series
said,
opening vintage Pog packs. I should try to find some because Pogs were big back in the day.
yeah, yeah. Trent said he has been tempted on getting the TMNT figures that look like the ice cream one. Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I've seen those.
With a bite out of them. I feel like
I
15 was too
actually,
much. I found the 4 in a pizza box for 25. 25? That's cheap because I saw all of them for like $60, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh
Well, I originally was good. They did monster ones and they were in blind bags.
yes,
And I actually had them on a pre order at Entertainment Earth. They were supposed to be part of my Halloween series. But then they kept pushing the dates back on and then they weren't going to be here like till January or February. And I'm like, well, okay, my Halloween series will be over by then. So I ended up canceling the order
yeah,
because, I tried to do all Halloween during Halloween month.
yeah,
Like I try to do a lot of Christmas during Christmas month, because there's not a lot of months where I can theme the whole month to the holiday,
right,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, Pog packs might be a thought. I'm always trying to look for something different. I don't like to open what everyone else is opening.
Well, I noticed too that like the toy review channels get a lot of views. So I was like, I might get into doing some toy reviews, and eventually they might start sending me free stuff to review. So,
I've thought about that too, because if you just review things, here's my thing is I buy something and I always say I'm going to review it. And then I open it and use it and forgot to review it,
there's 2 different channels that I watch, and you don't see their face, All they do is open the toy and show you the toy, and they get so, like, this one channel just started a year ago and they're like way up there. I'm like,
Yeah, depending on what toys you buy, and I'm going to tell you, they probably buy those toys for their kids or whatever, or even some for themselves. They open them up on the channel, and
well, I know one of the channels that I watch, they sell, oh, there's like, they keep, I think they keep some, but for the most part, they have a big eBay following and they sell everything on eBay.
yeah, because here's the thing: if you have that many followers on YouTube, you're going to make a little bit of money. Okay, so they're probably making some money. Then if they buy the toy brand new, okay, and I'm sure they probably look for sales and clearance like we all do.
Oh yeah, and they have a lot of companies that send them stuff for free
See?
too.
But they buy the toys brand new. They can sell the toy for just under the brand new price
Yeah,
or even less, and they're still making their money because they're getting all the views, which is
yeah.
causing revenue. And if they're selling what they're getting free, they're also compensating on that.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I I've thought about that too, and but I don't buy enough toys.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and that's why I really try to stay with the mystery mini kind of things. That's been my thing.
It's, they don't put them out as much anymore
I
though.
know they're really hard for me to find. That's why I'm always looking for something different.
When I first started doing YouTube, we bought a lot of mystery minis because they were cheaper and you could do a bunch of them and get your little set for not a high price. But now they're hard, it's hard to find, and
And a lot of them I don't even keep. So, I always try
Yeah.
to look for a good. Most of the stuff I open is not new.
That's
If you've
true.
ever seen, I always say it's retro or
Yeah.
it's older, like the bandstand cards are 93.
I love when you tell what year they're from.
Yeah, and like the albums, I really couldn't find a year, but I know they're like 4 or 5 years old. I've opened other mystery, minis from 10 years ago, 15, because those aren't what everybody's opening. So it makes it better.
Right. Because then people are like, oh, okay, yeah. Where's that? And then they try to find it. Yeah, Quick Draw says they send them the toys for the show on the channel to drum up hype, and then they turn around and sell it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because my mama likes opening all that stuff too. So, like, get her in front of the camera and she's just like, and it's so funny because she used to not want to do none of that kind of stuff. She used to be real paranoid about her teeth and how this looked and that looked, and now she don't give a shit. So, like, she's all up in the camera. Oh yeah, you should hear telling everybody's business. I'm like, one day I had to be like, Mom, I had to cut my video off. I said, I don't want to talk about that on the video. Oh, well, why not? I'm like, because if somebody that you're talking about is watching this video and you're talking about them, so sometimes I'm like, okay.
That's the only good thing about filming is that you can cut out what you don't want everyone to see.
Right. Most of the time I just let her go on. If you sometimes you see me in the background, I'm like, or okay, now this is, I'll try to stop her, interrupt, or move on, because she'll just go on and on and on and on. And
well, I enjoy the mystery mini thing, so I'm always looking for something new and different. I know, like years ago, I would be able to get the little Funko ones. I could get them on clearance for like $2 at some of the stores around here.
Yeah, sometimes GameStop would have them on clearance.
Yeah, and even like we had like a store called like the 99, the Dollar Tree. You would be able to get them for like $1 or $2,
Yeah.
And I would buy full cases of them for $24, a full case of Funko Mystery Minis.
Wow.
It would be $24 plus tax, so it would be like $27.
Yeah.
And we would open them on the channel. Me and Spectre, we would have like a little battle.
Yeah. Well, see, now I've been looking for the Doorables at Dollar Tree. Some of them have them and some don't. Because if you buy the boxes of them at Walmart or Target, they're anywhere from $10 to $20 for like anywhere from 5 to 6 to 7 figures. You get 5, 6, or 7.
Uh-huh.
But if you go to Dollar Tree and you get them for $1.25 a piece, you can get 4 of them for $5.
Yeah.
So you can get like double what you would pay at Walmart.
You know, but I've never found them at the Dollar Tree. At least not here, you know, but our stuff sells really fast. So.
Yeah, I bought some Friday.
Yeah, and I also know that, like, I'm hearing, like, when I hear other states start saying they're getting stuff, I know we're about a week behind usually.
Well, I usually never see anything that they say is coming. And unless
most time I don't either.
Most of the time it's either on clearance by the time I see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, where did that come from? Like all of a sudden,
like
we don't ever get anything.
Cosplay ducks at Five Below. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I've seen people buy them.
My Five Below has not had them. I've asked them. They said they haven't even seen them.
And I want the Grinch one and the Stay Puft one. That's the only 2 I want.
Yeah, I asked and they said they have not even seen them come through yet. Just like everybody got the Iron Maiden Chase Pop.
Yeah.
I never seen the Iron Maiden Pops at all show up in our stores.
Quick Draw said he wished guitar companies would send him.
No shit, guitar stuff is expensive.
Yeah, he says one FX pedal will run up $200.
They're only gonna send you stuff to review if you've been buying a ton of shit to review.
Or you do videos. Yeah, do videos of it.
Well, that's what I say. You start buying it, do review videos, and then those companies will see you doing review videos.
Right.
Because that's how you get the free stuff. You got to buy stuff from those companies and tag them.
Yeah.
And then when they see, oh, they're buying a bunch of our stuff, we can send them something. Yeah.
If you see those ducks, Trent, I know Pop Tompkins is the one who opened them.
I haven't been able to find them anywhere.
But he's not that far from Pop Tompkins, I don't think.
They also, the Ghostbuster Mystery Minis. I've seen those. Those are the ones that Collector Conquest was showing off.
Yeah, I haven't seen those in store.
I actually could have bought some online, and I chose not to. I don't know if they're still available, but they were available on the Target website.
Well, I'll have to go look because they're $8. I watched a video of those today. They're $8 a piece.
Yeah, they're $8 a piece.
Bad.
And that's why I kind of went back and forth because I'm like, I have so much stuff to open right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying not to buy anything because I have so much to open, but I know that that's not going to happen. I'm going to end up buying something.
He said he's a rock star now. I'm opening for 2 national acts in May. Wow, congratulations.
For anybody I know.
He said they're national acts.
There's a lot of national acts I don't like. But yeah, no, he's his band's doing pretty good, I think. But yeah, like I said, it's just you really got to put the effort forth to get companies to send you stuff. See, Collector's Conquest is really good on the way he does his reviews because he don't buy the stuff.
Yeah,
he reviews it right there in the store.
Yep. Okay. But he goes on his lunch every day.
Yeah. See, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. And then he has 2 channels. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, 2 channels, 2 kids. I don't know how he does it either.
He said they were popular back in the 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Orgy and Cold. You ever heard of them?
Orgy sounds familiar, but not Cold. But yeah, I don't think I could, like I have a Five Below. When I was working at a Five Below and a Target right next door, but I don't think I could go spend every day of my lunch in those stores.
And there's always so many people. And I'm like, how do you not get the people in the video? And
he doesn't care. He's just yakking away, talking about his stuff. And I'm just like,
right.
I can't see myself standing in the store. I just want to be comfortable. I'm not that person though.
Yeah. Orgy is known for the song Blue Monday.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's crazy to,
Yeah. Yeah, but that's good find something and then do them all in one day. That's what I
That's
do.
what I always do. I buy everything, whatever it is, and I'm telling you, every series. Now, there's sometimes where like I'll film a series and I'll start another series and I'll film half of it, and then maybe the next day or the following day I'll film another. But I always tell people, take a look at my shirts. Look at every video from the same series. I'm in the same shirt.
Yeah.
I don't change my shirt. I wear the same shirt through the whole series.
Yeah. I don't either.
So that's what I always tell you. I don't change my shirt. You'll
I have
know
about
everything.
5 or 6 shirts that I rotate. I don't know why. I have a whole closet full, but I have those 5 or 6 favorite shirts. And in almost every video, you can count on it being one of those shirts.
I have a few favorite shirts too that I wear more than others, but like I said, when I do the videos, you know it because you'll see the same shirt through the whole video.
Yeah.
Through the whole series. And I just find it much easier. I went through trying to film weekly and I just became very stressed because if I was not having a good week or I couldn't get around to filming, then I didn't have, and I would stress and I would try to hurry and I've discovered that. And if I don't want to film, I just don't film.
Right.
I have so much time because I have so much built up.
There were months where I didn't just feel like filming at all.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever. I almost quit YouTube, honestly. But a few people were like, please don't leave. I'll be sad if you go.
I thought about it too. I've thought about walking away and just saying I'm done. But, it's the friendships that keep me more than anything else. It's not all those views that I'm getting or all those great fans that are following me around.
No, that's pretty much why I've stayed, is just because of the friendships.
Yeah, that's it. It's mostly the friendships and the people that you got to know and the interaction. And that's why I said, I wasn't buying a lot of mystery boxes. I'll buy a few for some battles and stuff, and try to be community, help build the community. But yeah, it's a lot,
Then Quick Draw said that he would that's what he did with all his Pokemon opening shorts.
I do that every time. I film everything in one day.
He would shoot them all on Saturday, and edit on Sunday.
Well, the Luau films his videos all in advance, and then he adds in the openings, and he adds in his giveaway and anything like that. He adds all that in. And like when I film my videos, I don't really have an opening. I did put an opening on the bandstand cards, but I don't really use an opening anymore. And so I have like the Patreon video that I attached to the end, but yeah, it's so much easier. And then that way I can sit here and edit when I want, and I can edit 2 or 3,
Well, I don't edit, first off, so it's really easy for me because I just put the very first slide, which is me. Yeah. And then I have that one little bit of opening that Eric made for me probably 3 years ago. And then I got to add my little song, my little CAJUN music, and then the little ending part that says like, subscribe, or whatever. And that's it. It didn't take me long. It's just.
Well, I edit because I say a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, and then so I cut out a bunch of
I'm not good at editing. I'm just like, let's get it all out the way and we'll be.
Some people don't edit at all.
I don't edit at all.
Big Dog Dave doesn't edit at all.
I don't know if people can tell, but.
And I always laugh like I've seen Dave take his phone and he's like, but he doesn't edit it out. So you watch it, you're the phone and you're traveling and you're getting.
Well, that's like me when I was doing my box battle. My opener was over there, so I'm like, I forgot to get it. On video. I'm like, well, whatever.
But see, and I cut all that out, or like if I take too long to cut something open, I clip that part, and
Sometimes you can tell when people clip though, and then it like throws me off. I'm like, wait, what?
I do have some clipping that will do that. Like if I'm like sitting there and I'm talking and I'm like, if you, I'll like, I don't want to scratch my head while I'm doing the video.
Yeah, I have a habit of always scratching my.
I know I'll do that, or
it never fails. I can be okay as soon as I click record. I'm like, I'm itching now. All of a sudden, I don't know, it's weird, but it is what it is. If you don't like it, don't watch them. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. But it's just you always seem to forget something, or
I forget all the time, and then I get pissed, or like I've had videos where I've sat and I've watched the video and I'm like, because I know, like, first of all, I'm not Mary Sunshine, okay? And
don't forget to put your sign up,
right, to smile. I know, smile, B. So I'm not like Mary Sunshine or anything. So I already know. But then I have some videos where I'm just like, yeah, and I mean, I have some, that's just how I am. But then there's some where I'm just like, oh, this is just too bad. I mean, some of the other ones, but when it's just too bad, I'm like, oh no.
Sometimes I have to rewind because I'm like, wait, what did she say?
I know.
You talk so low sometimes.
I know.
I'm just like, what? What was that?
Because I always I talk loud. And so I try not to talk loud sometimes, especially when I'm filming. And I know sometimes I talk too low, or like I've had some microphone issues, and I'll be like, there's times where I go, what the hell did I just say?
One time Terrell's like, is she high? or no, is she drunk? Is she drunk? I'm like, well, she does have magical candy she eats. So that might be it.
Yeah, I ain't drunk.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it might depend on the magic candy, but I'm usually not drunk.
That's what I thought. I was like, she really doesn't drink that much. It just might be the magic candy. Oh man.
What can I say? But yeah. Well, we've been live for 2 hours.
Why do a toy review when you can do a magic candy review?
I could do a magic candy review. We used to have that guy. What was his name? Puff the Dragon or whatever. That was he was in the Funko community for a while. He had red hair, and his name was like Puff Dragon or something like that. And all his videos were about smoking pot. But he ran in the Funko community.
Yeah, I don't think that was before me. I think.
He was around for a while. But...
You have a favorite flavor, a certain kind? Do you switch up the flavors? Are they sweet? Are they sour?
Depends on what you buy.
That's what I'm asking.
Well, you can buy chocolate. You can buy gummies. You can buy a drink. You can buy...
No, but what's your favorite?
My favorite is I usually choose a gummy.
Is it fruit flavored? Or...
They are fruit flavored. Some are sour. Depends on what they have in stock.
But you don't like sour candy.
I don't really like sour candy, but most of the time they're like the peach rings, where they're not really sour. They're more sweet.
Okay.
And like I said, it just depends on what they have, because not only do you got to choose flavor and all that, then you got to decide whether you want an indica, a sativa, or a hybrid. Indica will make you tired and probably give you the munchies. Hybrid will probably give you the munchies, and sativa won't give you the munchies, but it'll give you the buzz.
Quick draw talking about the nerd ropes. It's funny because that's pretty much what I'm.
I like the nerd candies. They are square and they have little nerds on the top, but they're 200 milligrams, so they're pretty high.
No, this doesn't have that in it though. Nerd gummy.
But it's the same general thing.
Yeah, these are so good.
But it's the same general thing. But yeah, no, I prefer gummies. I used to like certain chocolates, but you know, things come and go. So, you know, especially with edibles, they come and go depending. And so it's hard to find something good that's staying around.
Yeah.
So
He said, sure.
yeah, see, you know, you got those special gummies in there.
200. Wow, no man, no wonder they
Well,
knocked.
it depends. Some are 200 quickie and some aren't. Well, see, here's the thing. I don't know about other states, but I know here in California that the legalized shops, you can only buy 100 milligrams at a time. That is the maximum that they allow.
Wow.
But
How
if you
many
go,
times a week? Is that daily or only
no,
once a
that
week?
you can only buy, like you can buy multiple, but they're only 100 total in each
Oh, okay.
piece. Now, unlicensed shops, which, you know, still, you know, I mean, there's still a legal part here, you know, but it's not illegal to own it, but these shops don't have license to sell it. But the thing is, when you go to a licensed shop, it's all prepackaged. You can't touch it. You can't smell it. It's already sealed and, you know, ready to go. You go to a non-licensed shop, you can smell it. You can look at it. You can choose how much you want. And then with the gummies, I buy packages of gummies that could be up to 1,000 in there, you know, so.
And but you always go to the unlicensed ones though, right?
Oh, we do, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you have an incident one day where somebody was
We did. First of all, we go to the unlicensed shops because if you go to the licensed shops, like I said, all the drawbacks plus you got to pay 30% tax.
whoa.
Yeah. We went to an unlicensed shop and we were there, and it's one that we've gone to many times. And all of a sudden they're like, okay, you guys can't go out the front door. Everybody's got to go out the back door. The cops are out front because it's an unlicensed shop. Now, we can't get in trouble for buying it, but they could get in trouble for selling it because they're selling it in a unlicensed shop. I told the lady, I said, well, hurry up and give me my shit. And I threw my money on the table and I grabbed my stuff and rolled the bag up. And my mom's all, are we leaving? I said, Mom, we got to go. And my mom with me. And I'm like, let's go. And so we're running out the back door. So we run out the back door with the workers, right? Which we know because, like I said, we drive out to this shop all the time. They've relocated a few times. But we get out back and we walk around to the car. And as we're walking around to the car, my mom's yelling at the cops. You ain't got nothing better to do with my tax dollars out here harassing people that ain't doing nothing but having a good time. You're wasting my tax dollars. She goes, this is why I can't stand our goddamn governor. You know, she's yelling and screaming. And I'm like, Mom, just get in the car. Just get in the car, Mom.
Mark says, alas, I'm in the Bible Belt, LOL. And then Trent says, I like the classic black licorice or the original butterscotch hard candies and peach rings. And then Quick Draw says he used to get the lollipops and would suck on it till his face started getting warm. Wow. Guess you don't get the lollipops anymore.
Right?
Oh, man.
But yeah, they have all different kinds of things you can get now. You can get chips, you can get cereal, you can get a cupcake, you can get a Rice Krispie bar, you can get a cookie, a brownie, you know.
Yeah, I had for Christmas, I think I had seen a drink. I'm like, it's in a drink too?
You can get it in a drink, you can get it in a cough syrup form. You can get all kind, yeah, you can get it all different kinds of ways.
That's crazy.
You know, and now you can buy friggin' mushrooms.
Oh.
Okay, they make you hallucinate, and now they're selling mushrooms.
Wow.
Yeah, I just find that crazy.
Well, they also have the little, you don't even have to roll your joint no more. They have like little vape pens now where you can just suck the juice or whatever.
She said suck the juice.
I don't know. You puff on it and it's like a vape.
You suck your juice.
Well, it's got juice in it.
Yeah, it does. It does. But you're funny. You're like, suck your juice. I
Oh,
thought I
man.
had one here, but I guess not.
You can tell I don't do it, so I have no
Right.
idea.
I know. I don't smoke a lot because I'm an ex-smoker, but
Shrooms are bad news.
I do edibles and stuff, but I don't really smoke a lot because as an ex-smoker I try not to smoke anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't smoked in 16
I think
years.
shrooms are bad news too.
Yeah. I quit smoking 16 years ago.
Did you? I quit smoking 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This will be my 5th year.
Wow.
Yeah. I quit the year after, within the 6 months after I had a heart attack.
Yeah. We quit cold turkey.
I tried many things. I ended up using a magic little pill called Shantex or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Chantix or Chantix. Something like that. Yeah.
I don't know that I would buy them at my gas station either.
What are spliffs?
I think they're like a joint, but I'm not sure. Oh, here, look. I just looked in there. Yeah. See, it has little liquid in it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's chargeable. So, like when it dies, you just charge it back up.
What?
Yeah. That one is I want to say this is like banana pudding or something. it's like
crazy.
some really like dessert flavor or something. It's like
Yeah.
banana pudding or something. Or blueberry muffin, I don't know. But
I still want to know what a spliff is. Spliff? My gas station sells spliffs.
oh, Taylor's made it back to LA. She will be at the Super Bowl. Everybody cheer.
I'm so tired of her.
You know what the thing is it's not her that's making us tired of her. It's the friggin' media that's making us tired of her because they just can't leave her the hell alone. Yeah, see, it's like a joint. That's
okay. The gas station sells them? That's
what I was like. I would have bought nothing from the gas station. But yeah, the media can't let her go. And even at one point they flashed on her and she's like, stop. You know. So
yeah. But it's making people hate her.
It's making some people, and I think she knows it. And she's like, just stop.
Yeah.
You know, like she said, even at one of the games, she said where she couldn't be seen quite as much because, that's what my daughter said. I have nothing against Taylor. I think Taylor's done really well on her last tour. I had great respect for the way she's handled her tour. She's handled it better than some people that have been doing it way longer than her. But yes, the media is making people really get sick.
My thing is, okay, she's a singer. Cool. She does great. She's a great artist. She does tours.
Yeah.
Cool. If I pay to go see her, that's one thing. If I'm watching football, I don't want to see her.
You're 100%. And that's what,
I don't give a shit about her at a football game.
And that's the thing. Most of the people that would normally watch the game don't care. Now you've got the few kids and whatever that are watching so they can get a glimpse of her. But the thing is, it's the media. If the media would just leave her the hell alone, And who was it? It was one of Nick Carter. I think it was Nick Carter. He was at the game and they flashed the camera on him and he held up a sign that says, "I'm not Taylor Swift." So
they got people to stop talking about whether or not it's scripted. Well, I don't know. I still think some games are rigged.
Quickie said he's tired of hearing about football altogether. Well, you only got what, another week, and then we're not even a week. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I know that Usher was trying to get Justin to come on with him. He's got already a bunch of people, but I think that he, again, thanks to the media, he feels outshined by Taylor. So he's trying to get big people to come on with him. And I think he thinks if he can get Justin Bieber on there, that it would make a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if Justin has a fan following like that anymore. I mean, I guess he does. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't heard much about him lately.
He got married and you don't hear very much at all.
No.
You know.
Yeah, I've been very into crime. Those online crime sleuths.
I watch a lot of crime TV, a lot of documentaries, and
the 3 Kansas City chief guys that died.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear about that? I've been watching that like crazy. I've like watched so much of it, I'm almost burnt out from it because
that's true.
I watched it almost straight for a week.
Yeah. Well, I'm a binge watcher, so I pick a series and I'll watch,
Me too.
And I look for older crime drama series that I haven't seen. Like I just watched an actual TV show about crime drama, about like unsolved cases. It wasn't like an actual doc. It was a real TV show, and it was called Cold Case, and it was actually really.
Oh, I love Cold Case Files.
Yeah, I had never seen it before, and it was really good. But like, I just finished watching the series, "Who the Bleep Did I Marry?" And it's about, when you married like a murderer or rapist or whatever.
I might have seen that
and
one.
Now I'm watching Deadly Vows, so it's like.
Have you ever seen the ones, I'm a Murderer, or I watch all, like every, when I go to look up like crime things, or I'm a huge reality trash TV person too. So I'll go and try to find something new and I'm like, saw it.
I do that too, yeah. And I'll put it on and I'll be like, okay, did I watch this one? And then I have to look and see if it has the little watch lines.
Yeah. I try to watch as much Netflix as I can because it's the only platform we have that doesn't have commercials.
See, I don't watch Netflix because I won't give Netflix my money. But that's my personal opinion. I feel the Obamas have too much control over the Netflix, and the Obamas can't have any of my money.
Yeah.
And so we canceled Netflix, but I have Prime. We have Hulu. Where I watch a lot of those kind of crime dramas is I watch a lot of Discovery Plus and a lot of Roku, because I have a Roku. And Roku has a crime drama channel, like a whole segment of different channels to watch.
Yeah.
And it's only like $5 a month for the crime drama channel.
Let's see, we have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Prime, Peacock.
I have Peacock.
And I feel like we have one other one back
there. I have HBO, Paramount Plus.
Oh, Paramount Plus. We have Paramount.
Yeah,
but see, Netflix is the only one that doesn't have commercials. And if I'm wanting to binge watch, I don't want commercials.
Well, but you can get rid of commercials on all the other ones. You just got to pay more.
I know.
And now even Prime is charging extra. I think it's $3 a month to not have commercials. And like we pay the higher Hulu price. We just added the higher Prime price. Roku, I get the commercials there, but it's free. And then I pay for the $5 for the crime one.
Yeah.
Discovery Plus, Paramount. Most of those I'm okay with.
Yeah. I mean, some of them, yeah, it gives me a chance to go run to the bathroom or whatever. But when I want to watch to where I don't want to have to worry about it, that's when I watch Netflix.
Yeah, I'm not big on commercials either. I hate commercials, but every once in a while I don't get a chance.
Yeah. Quick Draw said,
I have an antenna. I don't have an antenna. But you know what? I don't have regular cable. I don't pay for cable.
Yeah, we don't either.
I have too many streaming devices, in my opinion. And My parents live 5 minutes from me. Okay, so we share our streaming devices.
That's funny.
So,
Quick Draw says that he heard they got hold of booger sugar laced with Fenty. Yes, and they had THC, and they had been drinking all night. They saw at least 230 packs of beer go in, and it's just a crazy mess. That dude that his house they were at, I promise you, he's probably going away for life. And then Trent says, I like the ones where they show the interrogation rooms and cells while they are backtracking the events after they figure out the case. I do too. And I like to watch them interrogate people because it makes me mad because a lot of times they trick them.
they do.
Or they get them to say things that it's. Did you see that one where the girl, it was in California, they called her the Gone Girl? It happened not too many years back. She had gotten kidnapped.
Yes, there was a movie about her called Gone Girl.
No, but this one's a new one. It's
okay.
She had gotten kidnapped in the middle of the night. Well, the boyfriend told the story to the police exactly what happened, and they didn't believe him. They thought he killed her. Well, then the kidnapper ended up dropping her off at her dad's. She told the exact same story the boyfriend did. Then they tried to say that she made it up and she really wasn't kidnapped. And
Wait, was this the black lady on the freeway?
No, it was a white girl. And he had ended up taking her up to South Lake Tahoe. I was like, oh, that's probably where Eric is. And then he raped her. No, this is all true story. He raped her 2 or 3 times.
That's crazy.
He ended up taking her back to her dad's because he didn't want them to see her being dropped off at her house or something like that. And it's this big on thing, and they wanted to charge her for falsifying information. Like, it was this big old crazy thing, but you have to watch. I'll look it up and I'll text you the name.
All right. Yeah, because I
only like 3 shows.
I watch a lot of them, and I like the ones where they kind of do the reenactment of the story, and so that you can see everything going on. And I like that when they do that. I don't like sometimes when it's just a bunch of talking and you're not getting really any of the story. Yeah. I like when they do some reenactment of the stories.
This one's it's not that old, and there's only 3 shows on it. So
I've seen a few like that. Yeah, I just don't remember that
to get through. But I'll look it up when I get in the room later and let you know.
Well, it's crazy when you watch some things, like the one guy that they put away for murder, and then they ended up letting him out of jail after like 15 or 16 years because he was innocent. But then he ended up committing murder and going into jail.
Right. I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's the white
one guy that served like 20 or 25 years and was innocent the whole time. He spent half his life in jail. Yeah, I like all that stuff. 60 Days In. Oh, man, I love that show. Where they actually send an undercover person into jail to pretend they're an inmate. Yeah.
I don't know, the actual jail shows where they're actually in jail. I haven't really watched many of those. I like more when they're trying to solve the crime is what I like. Or like when like a husband or a wife dies, automatically we start investigating, the opposite. And, it's so crazy because a lot of times it is the husband or wife that killed them.
Yeah, after being married all those years because they don't want to get a divorce. So they think
they want to share their money. Yeah, they don't want to share their money. So it's just to knock them off. Man, if I knew that was the easiest way to get rid of my ex.
I watched one last night where this girl was dating a guy, but their relationship was violent. It was horrible. But on the side, she was a escort. Well, they thought he killed her because they found their car. It had been ran off the side of the road. They hit a tree, and they were both in there dead. Well, come to find out, the boyfriend knew she was an escort and was calling to blackmail one of her clients. And he was very, very rich and had a family and kids and didn't want them to know. Well, the client, the rich guy, called a private detective and said that this girl was caught up in sex trafficking and was missing and wanted to locate her. So he sent a detective out to try to find her. Well, they found her. He found her real name because she used a fake name as the escort. And he sent hitmen to go kill her. I watched this last night. It was so cool. So what happened was they thought it was the boyfriend, that it was a murder-suicide, but they ended up finding out that it was the guy that the boyfriend was trying to blackmail, sent hitmen to kill him and killed them both.
Well, you know, I just was watching one where the lady had shared custody, but the husband had the main custody. And she went to the shared custody visit, and then the husband never showed back up. And they're like, oh, but she has she was here the whole time. She didn't kill him. No, but her boyfriend did.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's so crazy.
I like NCIS too. I like CSI Miami.
You know, I never really got into any of those. I only watched Criminal Minds.
I like that one too.
And then, like I said, then I came across Cold Case and I watched that. But most of the ones I watch are actual, like, true story ones.
Yeah, that's the ones I prefer.
Yeah.
And like documentaries and like movies that are based
like
on
there's a TV
story.
show, it's an actual TV show, not a documentary, but it's called Why Women Kill. And it's an actual TV show, and it's only got 2 seasons, but it's really good.
I think I saw that one too.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all into the crime.
Yep, so am I. It's all I watch. That's what I watch, you know.
The only bad thing, though, it makes me fearful when my kids go out because they're all adults. And so I can't tell them what to do anymore. And I don't know where they're going or what they're doing. And it's like they went out tonight together. Well, sometimes they can get mouthy. Like we went to go eat one night and some people were giving us a hard time and they almost went into the parking lot with these 2 people and almost started fighting, and they didn't want to stop running their mouth. So before they left, I was like, y'all need to be careful, whatever. They went to Mardi Gras parade and Trey's like, well, Mom, we're not it's not like New Orleans. We're not going to New Orleans. I was like, no, but this area can be like New Orleans at times. And so then Terrell was like, y'all need to be careful. I know y'all are going together and I know how y'all are when y'all are together. He's like, oh, here we go again. He's like, no, I know how y'all are. Sometimes when y'all get together, y'all are a little mouthy. People tell you something or rub you the wrong way and then you'll just go off. And there's been a lot of crime around the area.
I can be really mouthy too. My mom always tells me, you better control your mouth. One day you're going to come across somebody.
Well, it's getting really bad here. Like we've been having drive-bys in the daytime. You could be at a traffic.
Listen, I live in LA County, not LA, but LA County, and we have all that shit.
But it's never been like that around here. Yeah. It's just over the last few years, it's just gotten like COVID made people crazy. I mean, Terrell during COVID got jumped at Walmart in a Walmart parking lot because of quote unquote road rage. So it's and them 2 together. She's a lot like I was when I was younger, and Trey's a big old boy, so he can handle his own too. But people don't know how to fight with their hands and their mouths anymore.
That's it, yeah.
Everybody wants to pull a gun and solve it that way. And that's just not how you solve a problem. So we both talked to him before he left. It was so funny. But, you just worry because you don't know what could happen. Like all the guys that in Kansas City that died, their stuff was laced, and fentanyl can kill you in a second. That's
it. And you just got to be careful, and you never take something from anybody. And You know, you don't leave your drinks unattended. You know, people always laugh, but I always tell people, you think there are, and I've sent them out to a few people. There are truly cup condoms out there, and they go over your drink where only a straw fits in there, and that way you don't have to worry about anybody putting something in your drink. You know,
Wow.
it's a legit thing. You know, but you just, the world's so crazy that you just got to be careful. But like horror movies, when I was younger, I loved, you know, Jason, Freddy,
Me too.
you know, I loved all these horror movies. But as I became an adult, I've realized that these movies could be reality. And you don't look at it the same way anymore. And the way I look at it is, well, if I'm going to watch something that's reality, that's kind of why I get into the crime dramas, because that's like my version of horror stories.
Yeah.
Because it all can be real either way.
And it makes me think, how come people are like, why do they think that way? Like, what is this world coming to? It's just, it blows my mind how people react to things or think things, or like, I don't know. It's just
like, I could never imagine just, I have a temper and I can get really angry. Okay. I have had a whole bar follow me outside to kick someone's ass. I have put, you know, I've put my hand through a door. I mean, I have a temper. Okay. But I don't ever see myself just killing somebody and thinking, okay, this is all right. Let me get this up, chop them all up, separate their body out everywhere so I don't get caught. Now, I wouldn't get caught because I watch enough crime drama to know what to do. But the thing is, it's just like, how do people think that? How do you, like you said, they're married to somebody for 20 years and now, you know what? I'm just going to kill you.
Right.
Especially when they got kids.
Yeah, that's what kills me. Like, how can you take their mother away from them? But did you hear about the one where the girl and guy met on a dating app and they had started dating a little bit and they were smoking some weed, and she supposedly only hit like once or twice on the bowl or the bong or whatever, and so say went into a THC psychosis or something and stabbed her boyfriend like 108 times.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you, I don't care what anyone says, and it's because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Pot does not make you crazy. Pot does not make you psycho. Pure pot.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. It had to be laced.
That's what I say. It had to be laced. There had to be something else in there. It's the adding of other stuff that caused the problem. Ain't nobody just literally sat around, smoked a joint, and said, let's go kill a motherfucker. You know, they don't do that. You know, the people that are high are sitting at a stop sign waiting for it to turn green so they can go. Okay, that's as crazy as they're gonna get.
Yeah.
You know, pot is not that kind of drug, but when you lace it, you add other stuff to it, you do other things. You put now you can buy shrooms in the goddamn dispensaries. You know, all of
that's how fentanyl is getting out there so much, because it's cheaper to make that than the cocaine and all the other things that they were making before. So they throw some of that in there because it's cheaper to make and you can make more from your little whatever. And people are dying like left and right because of it.
Well, and you know, like I watch To Catch a Smuggler. I like to watch To Catch a Smuggler sometimes. And they're always like busting people with tons of drugs or tons of others. You know, it's so crazy. You know, and it's like, do you not think that you were going to get in trouble? You know, I always think it's funny. Like, did you really think you were going to come from another country and be okay bringing all those drugs in here?
Right. You know? Yeah. Oh, people, I don't know. They're just like, do you really think things through?
Like I said, I just, you know, I always wonder what people are missing, the ones that can just kill people, you know, and just be like, yeah. Another day at the office. Let me go home, wash my hands, and live out my normal life for the rest of the day. And then tomorrow I'll kill again.
Did you ever see that one where the guy was in the high up in the military, and on his off time he would dress as a woman?
Yes.
Yeah, that was crazy. That one was crazy too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's so crazy because they'll be living their regular life. Like there was one guy that was a policeman, and he had a couple guys that he would hook up with in the evening, and while he was on duty, he would go to their house and hook up with them, and he set that up because they were breaking the law and he wouldn't give them tickets, and then now he was trying to hold it over their head, and then one of them was going to rat him out, and he ended up killing the guy. Yeah, and then they found out it was a police officer the whole time.
Wow.
I said, unfortunately, sadly, that's, where police, get bad reps from things like this or other things, and I know they get some bad reps they shouldn't get, but, there are some they get.
Oh, yeah, but watching all these crime shows and stuff like that, you see the other side of it, too.
You do, and not only that, but, like, for example, if a police officer is telling you take your hands out of your pocket and put your hands up and you're just ignoring them, and then when you get shot, everybody wants to yell, "Oh my God, police brutality!"
Right.
But you weren't following directions.
Right. Yeah.
And I guess it's because, like, my best friend, her brother's LA. He started out as a police officer, but when he retired, he was LAPD detective. Specter's best friend is an LA sheriff. I have a cousin who's a Huntington Beach police officer. I have friends that are Torrance police officers. So it's you kind of get this second side of the story a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Absolutely.
That people don't realize, it's not, I mean, these people are risking their lives too. And if you can't follow their directions, sorry, but it's not a game they're going to play with you.
Right.
No.
And they shouldn't have to, because
they shouldn't have
policemen have been killed for nothing.
Yep. And there are times where we know the police have been wrong, but there's a lot of times where they're not wrong and people just want to, cry wolf,
Yeah.
So
I watch Cops too, old reruns of Cops.
I was on Cops once.
They had filmed around here a few times.
I was. We were at my ex's mom's house in an apartment building, and it was like a 4-story apartment building, and it had like the center, where there was like a pool, but then there was the balconies and you could see around the area. And Specter was probably not even 2 years old yet, because I was still with my ex, and we went over to see his mom. And while we were there, there was a couple that had a big fight, and then he was chasing her through the apartment building with knives, and they were riding the elevators up and down, chasing, he was chasing her, and then a couple of guys, including my ex, got involved to try to hold him back while the cops were coming, and it was like this big old thing. So the cops that came were for Cops, the TV show, right? So they're filming and they're doing all this, and they came to the door, and they filmed, and then I don't know, like a week later, they reached out and they contacted my ex, and they said, "We would like to use you on the episode, but we need you to sign a release."
Right. So
and he's like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, and then your wife, which I wasn't his wife, I was his girlfriend, but
yeah,
and needs to sign a release for her and the child. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "You guys will get each paid $100, right?" So then he goes, and he's like, "All right, I authorize all that." He goes, "Oh no, you can't authorize all that. You can only authorize you,
right,
the mother, to authorize herself and the child." And he goes, "Yeah, that's fine. Come on." And so they came by. They sent somebody out to sign the papers, right? So they come by, and I'm like, "Who is this?" Because I didn't know. He didn't tell me.
Right.
I said, "Oh no." I said, "No, I'm not signing the papers. I don't want my son on Cops." He was a baby. He was like a year and a half old. I said, "No, I don't want him on Cops." And they said, "Well, what if we pay you $200? I said, "No." I said, "I don't want my son on Cops." I said, and they said, "Well, how about we pay you $250 and we black out his face?" I said, "Okay, I'll do that."
Yeah.
And because I was only on there literally like 30 seconds or 1 minute.
Right.
I'm on one little shot where they paid me $200 and they blacked out his face. So I was okay with that.
There you go.
You know, but I'm thinking, no, I don't want my son's face on cops. You know?
No, because they'll always be there.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'll always be there too, but you know, I just wasn't sure and I just didn't want it on there.
Yeah.
So
yep. Yeah, I have seen law both sides.
yeah.
So.
It could be rough. Like I said, his best friend is a LA sheriff, and he just switched to motorcycle patrol. And I'm like, in California, I wouldn't want to be motorcycle patrol.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, I even watched a show where guys were in LA. They would go out at night. They're called stringers, and they go around filming accidents, fires, and
there are people that do that, yeah.
And they sell their story to the news stations.
Yeah, there are people that do that all the time, yeah. And you can find enough news around here usually.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, especially if you drive in the right areas. Like if you're more
or they all had scanners and could hear when calls would come and then they'd go. But yeah.
I don't I have an elderly neighbor, okay, a couple that live next door, and they're in like their late 70s, okay, and when she retired, I don't know, maybe like 10, 15, because she retired like when she was like 63, 65, and she's got to be like late 70s, close to 80 now, right? But she had come home from work one night and she was working at CVS. And she used to drive a little black pickup truck. And she pulled into the parking lot here because we have gated parking, but she opened the gate, came through, parked in her spot. And then the helicopter that was swooping around above says, "You in the black truck, get out of the truck." And she's thinking, oh, crap, what did I do? So she gets out of the truck, right? And he's like, "Put your hands up." And she puts her hands up, right? And then he's on the big thing on the helicopter. And he's like, "Take 5 steps back." So she takes 5 steps back. The guy's like, "Now lay on the ground." And she goes to lay down. He goes, "Ma'am, not you."
Oh man.
He was talking to a guy in the parking lot because we have a parking lot on the other side of our building. Yeah. And I guess they were talking to a guy over there, but she drove a little black truck too. And she thought, oh my God, they're talking to me.
Oh my gosh. I could tell you a story. When we lived, it was about an hour away from here. We were younger, we would talk on the CB all the time. There was a bunch of us. Or we played this game called Rabbit. It was hide and seek in our vehicles with the CB.
Oh, really?
Right. So you would hide your vehicle and then you would give clues as to where you were. Well, whoever would find you, then they would become the rabbit. And then they got to hide and then you would have to find them. Terrell worked at this company, a soybean company, and he talked to the boss. He says, "Hey, I was wondering if he had some great hiding spots at this company." And he's like, "We play this game, blah, blah." He explained to him, he's like, "Can we hide on the property?" He's like, "Yeah, go ahead, no problem." So we were playing one weekend. I was pregnant for Alex, my oldest. I was really big and pregnant because I had gained a lot of weight for him. And that weekend, we decided to play and hide there. We didn't know that the security system was down.
Oh, shit.
And the owner requested that the cops patrol more because the security system was down. We didn't know. Well, we went, and there was a 18-wheeler trailer parked just enough for a little bitty pickup truck to fit in. One of those like little bitty S10 pickups between the 18-wheeler trailer and the building itself. And then there was a bunch of pallets. So we pulled up in between the two, and the two boys, the driver, we were riding with somebody. The driver and Terrell got out and they were starting to stack the pallets behind the truck. That way nobody would be able to find us.
Uh-huh.
I'm just sitting there in the middle watching them. Next thing you know, we hear, "Get on the ground." I'm like, what the hell is going on? Get on the ground. And you see all kind of lights and stuff. The police pull up, tell them to get on the ground, guns pointed to their heads. Terrell's like, "I'm telling you, we have permission to be here." And he's like, "I don't care. Get on the ground." So then he's like, "Is there anybody else in the truck?" And you couldn't open the door to get out. You have to crawl out of the window. That's how tight it was on each side of the truck. He's like, "Is there anybody left in the truck?" He's like, "Yeah, my pregnant wife." "Oh, get out now." He's like, so I had to squeeze out of the window.
Oh my God.
I get out. He said, "Get on the ground." My husband, Terrell's like, "She's pregnant." He's like, "I don't care." So they made me get on the ground. He put his foot on my back,
Oh no.
handcuffed me. I had a gun to my head. And he kept saying, "I'm telling you, we have the right to be here." So they put us in the car, took us to the police station. They were attempting to book us. We were sitting in the waiting area, and he kept saying, "I'm telling you, just call the owner." Well, they called, but it was the manager, and the manager didn't know anything about it. He's like, "We've called so and so, and they said that they don't know anything about it." He says, "Not them, the owner." And he tells him the owner's name and everything. And they end up putting us each in separate holding cells. And I'm like, "Bro, I need to pee." "Oh, you have to hold it. You have to, when you're pregnant, you got to pee."
They don't care though.
No, they don't care. So we're sitting in holding cells, still handcuffed, and I'm big and pregnant. Gotta pee. I'm like, I'm about to pee in this little drain right here. "Oh man, we gotta have to hold him." Well, during all this, I'm like, "So when we get released, how are we supposed to get back to our vehicle?" He's like, "Ha ha ha, that's not our problem.
Yeah, they don't
You have
care.
to figure it out." So lo and behold, they finally called the owner, and the owner's like, "Yes, they have permission to be there, blah, blah, blah." They release us, and we had to walk back to our vehicle over, I don't even know how many miles it was, but yep, they made us walk back to our vehicle.
Yeah, they don't care.
But they sure did release us and didn't charge us because they finally found out we had permission to be there. But yeah, they had guns drawn. The one cop put his foot on my back. I had to go get an ultrasound to make sure that Alex was okay. But I couldn't remember the name of the cop, so I couldn't file any charges against him.
Yeah, I had one time, me and my ex were heading to work. I was taking him to work actually. We both worked for the Home Depot, and I was pregnant, and we got pulled over by the cops, and they were real assholes. And I was driving a tan Ford Escort, and they pulled me over, and they said a green Ford Escort robbed a house in Compton. I looked at him. I said, "Do I look stupid enough to go to Compton and rob a house?"
Right.
Not only that, but my car is tan, not green. And he slammed me up against the car, and I ended up losing the baby, but not because of that. I lost it for other reasons.
Yeah.
But I filed a complaint against him.
I was going to, and they said because
I was like,
didn't know the name of the cop. They were like, because I didn't know the name of the cop, they wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, no, I can't even remember. I was like 18, almost 19. And, and then I didn't get pregnant again until I was 23 when I had
Yeah,
Scott.
I was 20 when this happened.
Yeah.
Oh, they wouldn't let us use their CB. They wouldn't let us do anything. They just released us and said, "See ya, have a good night."
Well, we got picked up by the truant officers in high school one time. And we were at a little restaurant across the street from the school, and I didn't have a 6th period, okay? And we went to lunch, and we needed to go back to school for 5th period, and then I would go home. Well, we're sitting there, and we're like, do we want to go to 5th period? And a bunch of us decided we weren't going to go to 5th period. Yeah. And my best friend, who I've been best friends with my whole life, she would be the first to be like, I'm not going. But for some reason, she's like, I gotta go. I gotta pass this test. My dad's not gonna let me go to whatever concert we were going to. She goes, I gotta go back to class.
Right.
And we're like, all right, well, we'll wait here for you. Okay. And she's like, all right. So she left to go to fifth period, but then she was going to come back at the end, and then we were all going to go home, right? Because there's a bus after fifth period. So we were sitting there, not even 5 minutes after she walked out that door, all of a sudden cops came in both doors, swooped in, grabbed all the kids. I mean, because they filled up like, they had 4 or 5 kids in the back of each cop car, and there were like 5 cop cars. Okay.
Oh.
And I mean, literally, the school was literally across like a little basic street. They piled us all in the cop cars. Okay. And I went to school in Wilmington, California. They took us all the way to San Pedro, which is a drive. Okay. It's not walking distance. It's a whole nother city. Okay. So they took us over to San Pedro, and then they had everybody in there. There were 3 people in my group. It was me, my friend Tina, and then this girl, Lisa, who her mom already thought that she hung with people that were just a little too crazy because we were stoners. All the guys had long hair, it was the 80s. So anyways, we get all the way out there, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to be in so much trouble, right? My friend Tina's like, man. So they say to Tina, they said to her, can we get your parents' number? She goes, our phone's disconnected. And she's like, and the lady's like, okay. And then she looks at me and she goes, can we get your parents' number? I said, my parents are out of town. I'm staying with her. And the lady looked at me and said, you two don't have a number for us to call? And we both said, nope. And they said, we can't let you leave until school's out after 6th period. And we were like, if we were to walk, it would have taken us probably 2 hours to walk back to just the school.
Yeah.
And we already took a bus to school because we lived in Carson. Okay. Yeah. So, which is a ways. All right. So we're like, shit, how are we going to get home? And then we're like, Lisa, did you call? Yeah, my mom's coming to get me. Can she give us a ride? She ain't going to give you guys a ride. You know how mad she is that I'm already here, right? And we're like, shit. So we're sitting there, and then I guess she asked her mom at some point, and her mom's like, fine, I'll give them a ride. But then they couldn't find us because we had taken off. And we went to a payphone, and we called Tina's sister, and we're like, or no, her brother. We called her brother first. We're like, Joey, come get us, but don't tell your mom where you're going. And he's like, I can't take the car without telling her where I'm going. And Tina's all, just lie to her, Joey, but you got to come get us. And he's all, I can't. And then her sister gets on the phone, her oldest sister. And she's like, Renee, please come get us and don't tell mom. So her sister's like, okay. So here me and Tina are sitting at the bus stop waiting for her sister to show up. Here comes her sister's car down the road, and who's driving it? Her mom.
Oh, no.
I'm like, damn. So she took us back home, and she said, are you going to go home and tell your mom you ditched? I said, yeah. She goes, all right, because if you don't, I am. I said, no, I'll go tell her. I didn't tell her.
Well, one time I was at a friend's house. I went sleepover, and we snuck out that night. Well, her parents, she thought she was being so cute, locked us out. And wouldn't let us, she locked the door we went out of. So we had to knock to get back in. Well, she thought she was so funny. I'm going to call you now. I'm like, okay, go ahead. Here's the number. My mom's like, she can go anywhere she wants, anytime she wants. She don't have to sneak out. I was like, you thought you was getting me in trouble. Yeah, bitch.
Right?
Never went back to her house again, but my mama told her a thing or two.
Let me tell you. So my one friend, I had these 2 sisters, Tammy and Denise, I was friends with. We were at their house one day, and we had went out, and we were smoking some Mary Jane, and we came back in the house, and we were watching TV, and all of a sudden we're like, who's got the roach? Like, who's got the end of it, right? And we're like, I don't have it. Do you have it? I don't have it. Shit. We're thinking, did we drop it in the house, right? So we're all sitting on the couch, feeling between the cushions, like reaching behind, trying to be really nonchalant, all stoned out of our minds. Okay. Well, we're reaching around and we're looking and we're feeling and we're like, shit, where is this thing? And their mom walks out of the kitchen and sits down in the recliner. And she said, what y'all doing? We're like, nothing, nothing. She goes, are you sure? She goes, look at me. And we all turn around and look at her. She's got it hanging out of her mouth. We were just like, damn, we're busted.
That's so funny.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah, all the things we used to do when we were crazy kids.
Yeah, my kids are not even half as bad as I was when I was their age.
Listen, you know what? Spectre was a little defiant when it came to doing homework and stuff, but they wanted me to up him a grade at one point and I wouldn't do it. And then they said he gets like that because he's bored. But I wouldn't do it. But, he never got in the trouble I got in.
Yeah.
He got suspended from school for wearing an Air Force baseball cap. He got suspended from school for wearing an Alice Cooper shirt that his mother provided him. He's never been suspended for anything else. It's always been dress code violations.
I think Trey got in trouble once or twice. And then Alyssa, maybe one time. I don't know for sure if she even once. Trey, Alex, my oldest, he was always, he didn't really get in trouble at school. He was just really not made good grades, and he gave us trouble at home. But when he was in kindergarten, he had a substitute and told her that she was fat like a rhino. Fat like a hippo. I'm sorry. But yeah, he was in trouble at school because I remember the teacher's name now that used to be the disciplinarian.
Victor used to get in a lot of trouble at school. One time he was in elementary school and he was going to get a drink of water, and the principal said, you cannot get a drink of water right now. And he goes, well, I'm thirsty. I'm going to get a drink of water. And the principal said, no, you're not. You're going to go right back over there with your class. And he says, no, I'm going to get a drink of water. So you need to move. And the principal said, I'm not moving. So he kicked him. There was another time where a kid was doing something in class and he told the kid, shut up. And the kid kept doing something and he goes, God, you're irritating. Just shut up. And the kid told him, F you or something. And he reached around and he grabbed the fire extinguisher off the wall and chucked it at the kid. And then, of course, it hit the ground. It went off, There was another time he flipped a desk. I mean, yeah, we were in trouble quite a bit.
Yeah.
But they didn't like me in the office because I didn't play their games either, Yeah. They felt like, everything is being bullied and everything is this and everything is that with everybody, Yeah. And like when they called me about the shirt, the Alice Cooper shirt, and they said, oh, in the corner, there was a picture of a needle that's like that big. I said, and you could see that? I said, why are you looking at him that close? I mean, and then here's the funny part. The day he calls me and he says, Mom. I said, yeah. He goes, you either need to pick me up from school or bring me another shirt. And he goes, and I'm suspended for 2 days after today. I said, what? He goes, yeah. I said, well, what shirt are you wearing? He goes, my Alice Cooper shirt. I said, are you kidding me? I said, you've wore that shirt before. He goes, I know. He goes, but this is what they're telling me. I said, okay, fine. I'll be there shortly. So I tell my mom, I got to go to the school. Your grandson's in trouble. And I told her why. And she goes, what? I said, yeah, so I need to drop you off so I can go home and then go to school. She goes, well, why are you going home first? I said, because I'm going home to put my Alice Cooper shirt on. So I went home. I put my Alice Cooper shirt on. Mine's way worse than his, okay? And I go back to the school and I go into the office, right? And well, first of all, I walked because his school was junior high and high school on the same campus.
Yeah.
And I went to the junior high office because this was his first year in high school, and I didn't realize that I had to go to the other office. And when I walk, usually when I walk in the office, everybody in the office stands like this. They don't want to look at me. They're like, "Oh, damn, here comes Mrs. Joyce again." You know. But then when I walked in that day, they're like, "Oh no, you're in the wrong office. He's in that office now." I said, they've never been so happy to see me. And, but then I go to the other office, and the kid working in the office comes up to the desk and he says, "Can I help you?" And I looked at his shirt, and he had Bob Marley with a joint hanging out of his mouth on his shirt. And I said, "Yeah, you can help me. I need the principal." Right. And then the assistant principal came out and he's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "We can talk." And we talked. And I said, "Okay, now I want to talk to the principal." "Oh, well, she's busy." I said, "She ain't that damn busy." So I talked to her and I told her I was pissed. And I said, "You know, you got this kid working in the office with a joint on his shirt, but yet you want to send my son home for this?" I was pissed. And I remember that it just, yeah, I didn't like that principal. I had so many issues with her. When Spectre got into the 12th grade, I decided that I wasn't going to make him go to school. He could be homeschooled. He had all of his credits already, but I wanted him to walk the stage. So I wanted him to still finish out the year. So I told the principal, I said, "Look, he already gets bored." I said, "To avoid any issues, I would rather just homeschool him for the year, put him back in school at the end of the year so he can walk the stage." I said, "He has all his credits." "Nope, can't do that. We can't do that." I said, "Well, that's what I want done." And she says, "No, we can't do that. I'm not going to do that for him." I said, "Okay." And I left and I went to the district office and I talked to the lady there who I've known since Spectre was like in kindergarten. Okay.
Yeah.
And here we are in the 12th grade now, right? She goes, "Oh, yeah, you want to do that? I'll do that for you." The principal was so pissed when I walked in there with the paperwork. She's like, because she was pissed that they were going to come back and walk the stage.
Well, when 6th grade, 7th grade, I'm not going to say who it was, but in case some people are watching and I don't want any repercussions from it, we're getting bullied very badly and wrote some things in a book and trusted somebody at the school with the book. So I got a call saying that they need to see me. Go to the office. They show me the book. When you open the book and you see some things you don't want to see. I'm not even going to go into all that on air. We can talk about it another time. So they were like, "Oh, well, we're going to work out the problem. Just trust us." I'm like, "It's been bullied last year. Nothing happened." "Oh, well, give us some time, blah, 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 blah." A few weeks pass, nothing changes. So I ended up pulling him from school and homeschooled him for a while. And then he was just so bored at home. He would finish all his homeschool work in like an hour.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the day, like no social contact with anyone, or, my kids are social. They like to be around people. Well, then we were talking about moving back here, and the school that they were going to go to, the coach wanted them to play football. But in order to play football, he had to be in school, not homeschool. Yeah. And they were going to try to let us apply for a grant because they were going to go to a private school. They were going to they said we could apply for a grant to help pay for tuition. So he got excited, went back to school. It wasn't a whole lot of months left. Went through that, moved back here, applied for the grant. Well, the donors that were given the money for the grant quit giving the money because some tax situations changed, some tax laws. So they quit donating the money, and then they quit having the grants for. So we didn't get any grants, but we left him at the school anyway. But he ended up not even playing football.
Oh,
But the whole point of the matter is he went through all this and nothing was accomplished. You know, because they say they care about the kids, but
well, yeah, a friend of mine found out that one of her daughters was being bullied, and I told her, I said, you need to go to school and say something, and they need to handle it. This isn't when we get around to it. This is, you're going to handle it now. I said, and if you can't go there and be that direct with them, because she's much more timid than I am.
Yeah.
I said, well, then I'll go.
Yep.
I said, because I have no problem going.
Yeah. When we went, I was like, what do you mean you're going to take care of it? He went through all this last year and nothing happened. And we've been in here and we've talked about this and we've this and this and this. Just trust us this time. We're really gonna blah 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 blah. So I waited a few weeks. Nothing changed. I pulled him.
You know, it's funny because you know, there are such things as bullies, but then there are just kids that don't get along.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is that some parents have overreacted on kids just not getting along and they want to scream bully.
Yeah.
That when a kid is really being bullied, a lot of times they're like, well, is he really being bullied, or we got parents overreacting again? And I think that's where part of the problem is because there are overreacting parents that when there is a real problem, they don't handle it as fast as they should.
Well, this ended up in counseling. So it was that bad.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. Well, my friend's one daughter, she's younger, and when she was in elementary school, they got Knott's Berry Farm for Christmas one year. That's what I would always buy the girls. And so I bought their kids Knott's Berry Farm tickets. But we all went as a big group. They ended up going and we went. We were sitting down to eat lunch while we were at Knott's Berry Farm. And the youngest one, I think she was like, I want to say second or third grade at the time. And she says, oh, yeah, she goes, and her sister said, well, what do you do on recess? She goes, we go and we sit out on the lawn. And her mom goes, well, what do you do out there? She goes, we eat the grass. Wait, and her mom goes, you do what? She goes, well, we eat grass. She goes, who do you sit out there with? And it was two little boys, right? And she goes, are those little boys making you eat grass? She goes, no, I'm making them eat grass.
Oh, that's so funny.
I was like, dang.
Oh, man.
But
well, I have to go to the bathroom. You gonna be able to handle it?
Say that might want to be
End
done.
it?
Yeah, okay. It's been 3 hours.
It has been 3 hours.
Yeah, and I got a few things to do, and I need to eat something before it gets too late.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me.
Well, thanks for the invite, and we'll have to do this again.
Sure, absolutely, no problem.
Thanks to those that came and hung out.
That's right. I think it was Quick Draw, Mark Schaefer, Trent, Anthony came in for a few minutes.
Yeah, there were a few up at the top, but there were a few.
Danny
Caitlin was here. Christina was here.
Caitlin, Christina, yeah.
Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, Jeremy.
Color friend, Dad. I don't know who that is.
That was Danny.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Below Average Gaming Dad.
Oh, okay.
And Johnny Knight came in.
Oh, yeah, Johnny.
And Nadia. Nadia came in.
Yeah. Oh, and Killaholic.
Yeah, Killaholic. I don't want to forget anybody. If I did forget, please forgive.
Johnny and Dee's baby, though, is so cute.
Oh, my gosh. She's adorable.
He sent me a couple of pictures with those big old eyes.
He sent me a few pictures not that long ago.
Yeah, I sent a gift. I sent a baby blanket with a little thing, you know, and yeah, she's just cutest thing.
She is.
All right.
All right, y'all have a good weekend. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.